I need to
Need to
be
get
right back.
Jimbo into character.
I kind of figured people weren't just quite ready, so go ahead. I'm gonna go get some music put together.
Okay.
I'm gonna open your stream
Not
somewhere.
gonna lie, I haven't worked on Rocky's accent at all.
It's okay.
No idea. I have no idea what to use.
Copy video URL. La ba 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 ba.
Let's see, does the sound work? Yep, it does. Okay, cool. Let's move that over.
Man, oh man, I have a lot of work to do with all sorts of stuff now, which is great. Let's see. I've got to make some rolls. I got to see what your bad guys and good guys are up to this week. So let's.
Is it every week that you do a roll kind of thing?
For certain characters, it's every week. For certain characters, it's every month.
Interesting.
Near Mora, Eastgard.
Here we are. We're the day after Rao Day, I think.
Yes. You guys are still. Let's see.
Raccoon?
It is Ella Day. Yes.
Rao Day is essentially Wednesday?
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so it's essentially Thursday.
Yep. You have 2 weeks until you meet with the gods. 2 weeks in a day until Asgrath dies.
Wait,
Dang.
what?
Yes.
You'll find out at the meeting, or unless we tell you.
Yeah, unless they might want to fill you. Take some time to fill you in today on what's going on.
What I wanted to find out was how was it decided? Because I thought we were going to talk about it and discuss it.
I thought we had gotten Queenie to work on it.
Yes,
She
Queenie.
suggested it, but she didn't say she's going to implement it.
Queenie
right
implemented
away.
it. Regardless, she was pretty pissed about the whole thing. So.
Okay, well, I guess we'll have to find out from her later.
I also told her not to tell you guys, and then she pulled y'all into a meeting where she told you guys. So.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a scribe to message me again so I can tell them the rest of the stuff.
Fair. All right.
Babe, I sent you a photo.
Let's see it. Awesome. Look at that legend, dude. Okay. Token maker. Let's get that dragged in there.
Yes, babe, you mentioned that we should be telling the other group about what we found out. Like, basically everything we talked about with the Raven Queen, right?
Yes. You should be if you want to.
Okay.
They're getting stuff like weeks after, though.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of up to you if you tell them or if Spirit Code literally just tells them.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna tell them. I figured you didn't tell them yet, is that right?
About what?
About the end game choices, basically. End game options.
That
All
was
the
what
stuff we talked about.
last session was. Oh, endgame choices like that.
Like what we talked about with the Raven Queen, basically.
Currently, they are on track to carry out the death of Asgarath via
The shedding?
the shedding, yeah.
Hmm.
And that is
So they know about that, I guess. Do they know about that character?
that was just revealed to them. Yes.
Oh, okay, I see.
And Asgarath said goodbye to the gods and them.
Okay. Well, there's still more stuff that they have yet to find out from us, I guess.
Some things, yeah. A lot of details, I suppose, but they understand now more in general the broader scope of things. What color do you want for a border, my man? You want like a... What are you thinking?
Oh, let's go blue.
Like a nice blue or like a dark blue or a light
Like
blue?
a light blue, yeah.
Sorry. I think it's my first vocal tick for the game.
Yeah, I haven't heard one in a long time.
Alright, There's Mo. You can always change the blue or whatever else, but I'm pretty happy with that. Right. Mo, let's get you changed. Edit. Remove. Upload. There we go. Let's get you in. That's a great token for Mo. It really is.
Some of the
Oh,
musical timing
Adam.
from last.
Can you show it big?
I will show it big. That is a great idea. You select a token. Alright. And here's Mo. Goodbye, capitalguard.jpg. Alright. And yeah, let's show him big quick for everybody. There he is. There's Mo. Big sword. Good armor.
Oh, he's Goliath.
He is a Goliath, yes.
I keep thinking he's a Tauren. No, what's the word? The
Minotaur?
Minotaur. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did you make him big? Can I not see it?
Should have. Should be.
Hold on, I'm refreshing my page.
He looks way more edgier than I thought.
He's not edgy. He's those are some pretty standard colors, I think.
Okay.
It's more of the eye patch, is it? Is that an eye patch? I can't tell.
I think it's just some of those tattoos that all of them have over his eye.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Cool. Everybody ready? Everybody good?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
I believe we left off. I don't know if you guys rested. I think it's just late evening, right?
It was like the morning, wasn't it? Like it was morning. We met up. They came back. However long it took them for them to walk back here.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh yeah. So early morning they left. They did
Yep.
their adventure. Came back. Oh wait, no. And then we ended. Well, we didn't quite end. But then like Bran went to drink. We went to craft.
It
So,
is
yeah,
the
you're
evening.
right, you're
It
right.
is the evening.
Yeah, it is evening. You're right.
Yep.
I forgot.
Okay. Where are people? Let's start out with Bran then, because he is the one who is currently, I suppose, far away. Did anybody go after Bran? I don't remember.
No, I as he was running out, I told him to don't forget about the meeting, but he went and got drunk at the place where we're meeting, right?
Yeah, I went to the
Hard
I went
hat?
to the hard hand.
Hand.
Hard hand. With Bonkri.
Yes. Bonkri hard hand. Yes.
He says he's gonna get very drunk.
Okay.
I went to the east to look for news of things, like just exploring rumors. I don't know if I found out anything.
What did you roll an investigation check?
I think you did. You
I don't
didn't.
remember. I can do it though.
I think it was like a gambling ring or something.
Yeah,
something
that's
like
what-
that. Should I roll investigation?
There's a whole ass like campaign that is. I'm not going to scroll through. Go ahead and just make the check,
Okay.
and we'll get to the state of the hard hand if that's where Bran is going. 13. General rumors. Let's take a look here. Rumors pertaining to what? Are you trying to scope for anything, or just see what's kind of going around?
It was in pertaining to Mefradun.
For Dune. Oh, that's right. From that, yeah. 13. She is possibly in prison. But you kind of hear, or recall that she is very apt at breaking out. And you sort of hear a little bit of people mentioning that the walls of the prisons don't seem necessarily as sturdy as they once used to be. Like there's people who should not be getting out are getting out pretty often.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Anything else?
Regarding Mefradun,
Or just in general, if I can find anything.
regarding anything else, people are pretty happy that the wailing was cut short today.
Okay.
Of the creature far off. Other than that, There haven't been many reports of local portals appearing or anything like that. But people are kind of talking about a traveler that came by not too long ago. It was kind of strange looking.
Any description of the traveler?
He was tall. That's basically what you'll get with the 13.
Unfortunate. Okay.
All right.
Oh, traveler.
Bran, you are
Mm-hmm.
greeted with a welcoming reception. And there are a few lads. Were people meant to come today, Jimbo?
I think it was tonight.
Tonight? Okay, so there are a few lads in here then. Alongside you. Let's get rid of. If you guys want to be flies on the wall and put your tokens in, that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
If this is like the actual like wait.
I have no vision.
Yes, I don't have any vision.
Yeah, I forgot. I never fixed that.
Yep.
That was one of the things
Same
I
here.
wanted to catch up on. Dynamic lighting. Let's get you guys vision. I think what I have
Perfect.
to do is
Oh, there's a bedrooms? I didn't know that.
yeah, yes, those are bedrooms.
Well, I never saw them before.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Let's see here. Let's get Mo in here so that he can see this place. Even if he's not here himself. Vision. Is that everybody? Look, we're missing Deus. Alright.
My owl down. I don't know if that matters.
Oh, I think I can give your owl vision. Right?
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
Yeah. Where's Mr. Owl? Can you ping him?
Somewhere in the middle. I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
He's on the far
Somewhere in
left
the
table.
middle.
Yeah.
All right.
My eyes
I
aren't
don't
so
know.
good anymore. So.
Somewhere in the middle.
60. They're getting better though, I will say. Right. And yeah, so Bran is getting pretty drunk. And across the different tables are a few new individuals. Let's see. There's that. There's a lady with him. Those two. And this man. A few different lads and lasses. And where's Papa? Not your dad. The other dad.
Aldar?
Aldar, yeah.
Mm.
Lord. Oh, there he is.
I don't know.
All right. So eventually, those of you who are coming for this meeting can meet up. During your time there, Bran, you do notice the group behind you and the familiar, I believe, father.
Yeah, he's met Haldar.
Yeah. And kind of take note of that, and you'll remember, just for a brief moment, Jimbo's intentions. Is there anything you want to discuss with Bankri?
Yeah, so when he came in, he would have been just straight off pissed. I know he basically told Bankri to kind of keep it going and don't take advantage of his purse.
Sure.
But
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm not sure how, like, he may be too mad to be drinking too terribly hard and fast. But he's definitely several pints in. But he's been talking to Bankri about I don't know, he grumbled a good bit and was a little. Bankri would know that it's someone's been an arse and that sort of thing, but he wouldn't have necessarily just gone spilling his guts there. And depending on how much of a therapist barkeep Bankri is, I think he probably would have let him spew some bile for a bit, and I think Bran would have let's see. Oh, you're a good man, Bonkery. You're a good man, and dare I say it, I think perhaps if we keep this going, I think we could be friends. I think if you're a friend, anyway, at least beginnings. I got a question.
He'll raise an eyebrow while he's polishing a mug. Go ahead, shoot.
I know I've told you I will not be staying here for forever, but we're supposed to keep an eye out for y'all. It would, if I got like, I don't know if there's even some place that could do it, but like what are they? Oh, damn shit, fuck. There's stones that you talk to.
Yeah, sure. I see a couple of the Comic Guard with those types of things all the time. They've got a whole network that those Vidalcan types set them up with. Yeah.
That right there. If we need the just the normal guys, the common folk, we need a network like that.
Aye.
If I could we maybe start something that, I mean, that way if something went, if some just, obviously you guys can handle yourselves in a lot of ways, but if something big feckin' happened, then you could kind of give us a holler. We know to come a running. I don't know how long that might take, but
such a network would be a great asset to the Nat Harar, especially. What if we maybe set up a way of getting ourselves some of these stones? You think you could buy them for us all, or think you could find a way to afford them? Otherwise, maybe we take matters into our own hands, perhaps.
Maybe a little of this, little of that. I've got some cash, and I'm expecting after we put off the, we made the rooster crow his last this morning, that maybe there might be some money coming our way there. And all of that. So I mean, I might be able to. I don't know how much do they cost?
I think just a couple hundred for a set, if I remember correctly. But the network itself has some sort of. I don't really know. I think there's a little bit more to it than just the stones themselves. I'm no mage, though. I will be honest.
Yeah, I don't even know who to talk to. I guess someone back at the Chantry? I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure that your folks would have plenty of insight into that. You might even ask those folks over at the library what they would think. But
the library, the far.
Those Far Seekers Guild types.
Oh yeah. I was about to say farters.
The farters.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll talk. Yeah, I'll talk to them.
All right.
But yeah,
might be a bit pricier. I don't know.
It's nothing that a couple of, he pulls out that silver with gold filigree pocket watch that he picked off of a guy in Hal Hazar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's amazing that the little things people just kind of they have a hard time keeping track of. I'm sure this is worth a little something.
Gives you a wry grin. Well, if you're ever looking for that sort of work, it's keep in touch. Obviously, I think we're gonna see Mephra pretty soon here.
Does she? That's what she does.
Oh, all the time. Things like that. She has a whole little entourage that she, employs on different things. But there are other folks too that you could always speak with in the city. I know.
How much? So how much of you are? How much are y'all of the light-fingered kind, and how much of you are the kick-ass kind?
Well, most of our light-fingered types are also the kick-ass type. We don't have a whole lot of non-fighters, I will say.
That's I mean, that's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it.
If you're joining our ranks, you have to have the approval of our leader, and he doesn't accept just brigands.
Sometime I want to meet Algrim. I'll talk about him nice.
He's out. He'll be back soon, though.
Yeah. I wasn't just trying. I wasn't.
Oh
going to
no,
invite
no.
myself over to the
Something
park.
of a religious journey. He had plans. We'll see him soon.
Oh. I was just wondering, have y'all ever thought about going, shall we say, snake hunting?
Well, believe it or not, that was one of Volgrim's wishes, was to make right by the gods. Get some sort of insight into this whole deal. Ori's gone snake hunting with moderate success.
Mm.
That was a bad day, I will say.
It was that it didn't end well with him.
No.
Was that what I saw?
Oh no, that was after the fact. He had hunches and was pretty sick of the murders as they were. So he went around and knocked on a few doors, and it didn't end well for a lot of folks. It didn't end well for him. He got pretty banged up.
And I mean, he doesn't seem the type to get. He doesn't seem to be the type to get banged up.
He'll lean in. No, those snakes are fucking scary. I tell you what. You be careful if you're going snake hunting.
I just didn't know if y'all did a little bit of that, if that might not take a little bit of the pressure off of you from up at the top of the hill.
The pressure at the top of the hill is
But I don't know. I don't know.
There's a lot that they can do, and there's a lot that they cannot do. I'm a little
big gulp.
I'm a little scared that Ori's not here.
Sometime we've got to get the guys to do. The lads all have to try that fucking mushroom stuff you told me about, or you got me to drink.
It's a
That
great.
little furball Rocky, he was a mess.
I can get you your own batch if you like. I can also take you sometime when I'm not working to.
Brand's just, you give him like 2 seconds to get distracted. He's going to change topics.
I can always show you where they grow out in the woods, things like that. It's just in the hills around here. Let's see. Yeah, as far as make a persuasion check, actually, Brian, to try to steer the. Yeah, what's up? Can you hear me? Did I die? I did die.
I mean, I can hear you.
Can you? There we go. Hello?
Welcome back.
Okay, my cat hit my fucking microphone. Everybody else could hear me, but you couldn't, I guess.
Oh yeah, that happened to me last week.
Awesome.
Go!
So make a persuasion check, Bryn. Or just
Persuasion check.
just to steer the conversation. Low DC. Bonker's a very insightful person. 17. He'll take the hint. And for a while, well, this is really bombastic music, man. And for a while, you guys will chat, until it comes time for that moment of the meeting. Or eventually Jimbo and whoever else was interested and whoever else he let in on the plan to come in.
Yeah, I think I would have told Mo while we were working on the dagger that I had a meeting tonight. That I was going to potentially recruit some people.
Would that be something that Mo would want to tag along for?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So then, after not too long, it is now late evening, nighttime. Mo and Jimbo enter the Hard Hand Inn. You see Haldar and a few other younger folks gathered around some tables, talking, discussing stuff. They look like they have dressed themselves up a little bit for the day.
Jimbo's gonna make himself look more regal with his cloak.
Nice.
And as he walks in, he's gonna first look for Bran to see if he's here.
You can see Bran from here, off on a corner stool, talking with Bankri. Now he's pretty drunk, I would say. Not too super drunk, but pretty drunk.
Okay. Let's see. You're one of them holy types, right, Mo? Do you have any spells that could cure drunkenness? That would be
What is it now?
Lester restoration.
I think
Okay.
even lay on hands
Cure
can do
wounds?
it too.
Oh yeah, cool.
Cure wounds couldn't.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna need him to sober up for this here meeting, because I was hoping he would do most of the talking, and I would just I'm just gonna kind of look over him and look a little intimidating, if you know what I mean.
Understood.
I'm gonna just walk on in. And which one's Haldir?
Haldar
Is
is
Yeah,
generic dwarf number 2. Yeah, I never got it.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna wave at him as I pass.
Yeah, he'll notice you halfway
and-
through and give you a wave. And start like wiping his mouth from like beer and chicken that he's been eating.
Right. I'm gonna let him finish up. I'm gonna walk up behind Brand and do that like 2 hands on the shoulder grab type of thing, you know? Where it's like, hey, buddy.
Oh, Jimbo. Hey, Jimbo. You want a drink? You want to sit down? You didn't bring the fucker with you, did you?
No, I just have just our new buddy here. Who's the fucker?
Well, there's a couple of them. Let's just be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Are you gonna be able to do this meeting, or am I gonna?
Can I do this meeting? What do you want me to do with the meeting again?
I'm gonna kind of nod at Mo to give him the to give him the clean juice to clear him up, undrunk him.
Put a hand on him and bless him with his lay on hands.
Yeah, so you use up 5 of your lay on hands, and sorry, Bran, you are no longer drunk.
And he feels it go. Oh, damn!
I promise, and I give Bankri like 5 silver. I don't know what the prices are. Jimbo wouldn't know either, so he's gonna give him
5
like
silver can get you a lot of the shittiest stuff, or a little
like,
bit of
yeah.
the goods. So
Here, Bankri. Whenever we're done with our meeting, make sure to I guess treat him good. And I'm gonna give him a wink.
If I've got to get sober, I will be fine. I don't know. Maybe afterwards, Bonkery, can you point me in the direction to a place where I can wet my quill?
Aye. There's outhouses in the back of the place. I recommend if you're gonna get drunk, maybe just wait a minute, and you don't want to explode. Is all I'm saying.
That's not what I was talking about.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what you mean.
dip your quill in a well?
I see.
Yeah.
You know, there's certainly houses like that, but we don't run that kind of establishment.
I didn't think you did. I wasn't saying that was your type of thing. You have a thing, you do it wonderfully well.
Ask around Midhill, I think. That might be your,
Midhill, alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, before our next adventure, we've got this one. In Bonkery, Bonkery, what of and I'm gonna point at this group of is he part of it? I don't know. I'm just gonna point at like the people around Haldar and be like, what have they been drinking? I'm gonna get them something nice.
Oh, mostly just the local stuff.
Well, what's give me a round of the better stuff.
Oh, sure.
Whatever that
yeah,
might be.
just nicer quality, like specific, like known family grown ales and beers and things like that. So, that'll cost you just a couple gold for quite a bit of it. So,
Right.
Yeah. So Haldar will gesture you over.
And I'm gonna be like, Brand, it's time to put on the show, and I hand you a couple drinks to hand out.
I mean, Brand's worked at the Fox and started off as a busboy and then worked bar for a little bit, so he is able to do the like multiple mug grab and both hands.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I
it
got
comes
just
over.
big hands, so I can grab like 3 or 4 of them in each.
So
But,
Brand does that and kind of sets them down on the table while Haldar is. And all right, how are you doing? It's been so good to see you, Haldar. Yes, I see you brought some friends.
He'll speak up. I got a few able and young individuals looking to maybe take a few steps out of Eastgard for a while, as things are maybe not in their best states here. But they're looking for adventure and the like. Eager to meet some friends from out of town.
Go ahead.
That sounds great, Haldar. I'm gonna go to shake his hand.
He'll give you a big shake.
Before you get started, Brand, I'm gonna go and inspect each person and kind of size each person up, and go to shake each of their hands and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jimbo. Nice to meet you.
You will meet he is young, but he is quite stocky and quite tall, even for a dwarf. Standing at about 5'6", 5'7". He'll give you a big. He's got these like lunchbox hands. Give you a big meaty shake. Hello there, sir. I'm Alan Fellstroke. It's a pleasure to meet you.
How do you spell that? Alan? Like
Alan with a D at the end. Alan.
Okay. Alan. Okay. Alan. So what was the last name? I'm sorry.
Fellstroke.
Fellstroke?
Yep.
All right. I'm Jimbo. It's nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Jimbo?
I'm from down south in a little town called Podunkington. You might have not heard of it, but it's close to is it Varesia?
Yeah, Varesia.
Yeah, it's close to the capital city in Varesia.
Oh,
about 500 miles out.
I've been out of town just a few times before. I'd love to get that far down south. Do you know where we're going?
Before we get to any of that, I'm gonna let Brand handle all that. I'm just introducing myself and looking to meet happy to meet all of y'all.
give you a nod. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. He'll sit back down.
And hello there, lass. My name's Jimbo. Go to shake her hand.
She will give you a kind of wry grin. She's got these kind of large, burly arms. She is clad in leathers and things like that from head to toe, and carries with her a couple different, ranged weapons, a variety of different things of, pretty good make and craft. She'll give you a handshake, almost as sturdy as Alan's, but then she'll tighten up and make herself some sort of assertion known. Well, hello, Jimbo. It's very, very nice to meet you. I heard you had a proposition for us.
Oh, I surely do, and I think all of y'all are going to enjoy it. And what's your name again?
You can call me Dansa Ulvendal. Just call me Dansa.
And what was the last name?
Ulvendal. Ulvindal.
Okay, but just call her Dancer. I like her already. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I'm gonna go on to meet. What's it? This guy right here.
This guy, okay. You see a very limber-looking, kind of wild-looking man. He will stand up and kind of beat his chest a little bit, and reach for a handshake as he catches you going around and doing the same.
Hi, I'm Jimbo. How you doing?
Call me Rudy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Can you get me out of this place by chance?
I plan on doing so.
Fantastic. I think you and me are going to be great friends. What do you do, Jimbo?
Well, I'm a little bit of a blacksmith myself, a little bit of a fighter. Like to grow my own herbs and stuff. That's a little bit about me. But
I think we're kindred spirits then.
Oh, perfect. And I plan on doing, having a nice long conversation with each of y'all independently. But for right now, just introductions.
I'll give you a nod.
Is she part of the group?
Yep, she is part of the group. You will see a very she's dressed very nicely. She has different sort of equipment than the rest of them. She has at her side a few different tools and things like that, and a long dagger held at the side. She's got this crazy ginger hair that goes like super far down her back, and she will kind of give you a nod, and like a curtsy as you approach.
I will do a slight bow, the Jimbo bow.
Yep.
It is a pleasure to meet you, young lady. What is your name? I'm Jimbo.
You may call me Danira Olrand, but Ms. Olrand, please.
Danira Olrand. We'll call you Miss Olrand.
I must be honest with you. I'm not as maybe. I'm not as used to fighting as the rest of these folks. I mostly worked books and things like that, but I am very smart, and I do have a little bit of magic at my side. So, I'm
well,
at your service.
It's a pleasure to meet you, young lady. You don't have to be the best fighter for what we're doing. Smarts is always going to be a helpful trait in any operation. So, you got some book smarts, we'll be glad to take it in.
Your ideals of strength fill me with confidence. Thank you.
Alrighty. And do a little nod and go up to this last gentleman right here.
He's going to stand up, kind of sunken face, looks a little grim, but as he looks up at you, he's quite short for a dwarf. He will nod. He's also dressed a little bit differently. He has similar like plate work going on. He has a lot of he has armor, but he's also wearing kind of lavish clothing as well. He almost hit it if it wasn't for a little bit of dirt still in his hair from working. He's just like the rest of them. And he will look up at you and reach out a hand. Call me Arcus. What can I call you?
You could call me Jimbo.
Jimbo. All right. Well, fill us in. How about?
All right. Well, is there, and I'm gonna look over at Bankri, is there a quieter space that we could talk?
Bankri will nod and gesture towards the little hidey hole that is...
Over here.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
you guys can... I haven't made a map for the little hidey hole. But if you want to just move yourselves to that general location, that's fine too. I'll just drag all of you that way.
I think I'll stand right here.
And Bankri will welcome new folks into the tables as you depart. It's a busy afternoon. Right.
Perfect. Well, actually, I'm gonna let Bran take it from here for a moment.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Jimbo. Evening, lords and ladies, lads and lasses. My name's Bran. And this here is my friend Mo. And y'all are a bit more familiar with Jimbo, Mr. Hospitality here. As I'm supposing, well, Hodlar, my friend, what have you perhaps told them?
More or less only what I've been told, which is that there's some sort of chance for adventure and employment for these folks, and that they might have a chance to get out of here. He would have told them like whatever you guys were looking for and whatever details you would have given them.
Right.
And that's been a few weeks back, so I don't remember exactly everything that Jimbo had said, but we'll fake it. So, yes, as Haldar said, on behalf of our good friend Jimbo here, we represent a group of adventurers with a bit of a purpose of doing our best to make the world a bit of a safer place. And real quick, I feel like we probably would have had a bit of a conversation beforehand, Jimbo, about exactly how open we were being about all of this.
You know my policy, open door.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's Brand's typical one too. So, as I'm sure you're aware, there's been Eastgard has not exactly been happiness house of late, especially with the string of like murders, that sort of thing. We were sent here to help deal with the organization that was behind that. As you see, myself and my compatriots are from Hal Hazar. We hail from different places, but Hal Hazar, as we are affiliated with the Chantry of the Dawn, and are fate given. We came here looking to fight the forces of chaos, destruction, and thankfully we were able to do a bit of that. But this is but one small corner of a very, very large world, and we feel like one thing that will make the world a bit better, a bit safer, is to get good folks, capable folks who know that they can do their bit, stand in the gap, and help hold back the tides of darkness. It'll be adventure. Lord knows we don't know exactly all that we'll be up to and where we'll be going once the time comes for us to leave Eastgard. But here's the thing, pure, plain and simple. Whatever your skills, whatever your talents, if you're willing to be that person that stands up for folks just like yourself, y'all are the folks who can help take a stand and push back the darkness. You can be the one candle in the middle of the dark room. It'll be dangerous. It'll be fucking dangerous. I won't mince words with you. And if you decide to leave here tonight and not be a part of this, then there's no judgment. Self-preservation is something that I have prided myself on. I just recently have had to take back that one quite a lot. But if you're willing to take the risk, if you're willing to put your skills and your talents, each and every single one of you are needed and would be a very, very glad addition to something that's getting started right now. You're getting your foot right in the doorway.
Arcus will speak up. Aren't the fate given those lads who all died like a few years ago?
Good number of them did, but there's another round.
All right. And then Ellen will say, so you get a chance to another crack at it. Then is what you're telling us.
Jimbo's gonna smile, kind of. And I'm gonna kind of go into a little bit, kind of loose detail. More or less every 10 years or so, maybe I think was the number. Some amount of years, new fate given are chosen. Like us three here, and we do have another compatriot. His name is Deus, but yeah, more or less we're chosen every 10 years to get some kind of powers. And it's a blessing and a curse. Some would say.
Well,
does anybody have any more questions about that?
Alan will speak up again. So you said we're going somewhere out of Eastgard. Where? How far? Where are we heading?
Well, I'm gonna look at Brand, and I don't know how much. I don't know how much Mo knows. Well, honestly, we could end up anywhere on this planet, and quite possibly even farther from this planet. Maybe a different one.
Dancer will speak up already. Well, I'm in then. That sounds right up my alley. It's just as far as we can go. That's where I want to go.
And I'm gonna follow that up with, of course, this is going to be a great adventure for each and every one of you. I mean, all I can say is I've seen some bad stuff happen, but for the most part, I've been having it's been a very eye-opening experience, is all I can say. But it's been a good time. I've met some good people, and we've done some good things. And with the short amount of time we've already had, I feel like we've been making changes. So I'm hoping with more people, we'll be able to spread our wings more or less and widen our grip and pull more things in and help more people. And I'm gonna.
Denira will nod, but she looks. Her eyes are glazed over a little bit. Rudy is looking a little feral, but Arcus will kind of put his hand around his face and nod, stroking his beard. But you have certainly pulled in Alan and Danza.
Okay. 'Cause, 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 And let's see.
As
And
a
Mo, did you want to add anything?
Hmm. Uh, no. Man, a few words, but I did want to. As it seems like I was about to we're about to travel with these fine folks. Do a quick divine sense check, as I've never met them before.
Sure. Um, you get. Let's see. Let's see what divine sense picks up. Can you? I'll just do it. Let's take a look here.
I could do anything.
You can do anything? Okay, go to your character sheet and click on Divine Sense and put it in the chat.
Okay.
Okay. You don't pick up anything in particular. Not any, like, direct presence of those species. Or those, not species, but types of creature. You get a little glance of some sort of shadow almost over your ally, Arcus, but you're unsure if it's a good or bad aligned sort of presence.
Which one's Arcus again?
This man.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So I feel like I'm just gonna see Mo breathe in really heavily. Because that's how divine sense works, right? Like he sniffs evil.
Yeah, his like eyes go light a little bit. And...
Mm-hmm. Well, before we go get any further, what do each and every one of you want to actually leave Eastgard in your homes, and why do you want to join us? We've given a little. Let's hear a little from you.
Alan will speak up. My family have been fighters. Each and every generation had their own adventure. I'm one of the firstborn of this place, and as young as I am, I still want to make the most of it. I want to go out just like them and see all sorts of things and fight well and come back with stories and things like this. Danza will pipe up right after. I just want to get out of here. It's a big wide world out there, and if you can take me to it and I guess beyond, that's what I want. I was never much meant for the city. Rudy will speak up. I owe people a lot of money here. I'm going to be honest with you. I need to get out of here fast.
I get it. I get it.
De Niro will speak up. Rudy owes me a lot of money. The thing that it's just boring. I have genuinely come to a point in my life where I have done so much accounting work that I just simply wish to leave this nation. And the arcane's always been of interest to me, so whatever I can learn on my journeys, that would be beneficial, I think. And then Arcus will speak up. My reasons are my own. But I don't want to be here. I know that much.
Doesn't want to be here. Got it.
Question. With Arcus, knowing some of the folks that have been around here, and things that, like Ori has said, are there any signs that Arcus has some ties to Colossus?
You don't get that vibe from him. He's dressed pretty, like, vibrantly. A little plainly, but he doesn't seem to have that sort of doom and gloom type beat.
This is Rudy, right?
That is Rudy, yeah.
Okay. I
And
like
he was,
Rudy.
he was asking about Arcus, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he a dwarf as well, or is he a man?
These are all
You said-
dwarves. Yeah, except
Okay.
Alan is like the size of a dude, and he's still young, so he might just well end up being like a 6 foot tall dwarf,
Okay. So
or at least like 5'10", something like that.
yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all for sharing. I forgot what I was gonna say. Take it away, Brand.
He looks to the three that haven't like jumped at it. Basically the right side of the room here, and is like, I have to say I resonate strongly with all three of you, and with all three of your reasons. I have to say we've made a bit of coin, and a gentleman always needs a few secrets. It keeps us all a little bit of a mystique, gets people coming back for more. So I feel like we can meet all your needs, and we certainly will get quite the hell out of Eastgard. Although not exactly sure when. We still have a bit of business here, I believe. I know tomorrow morning we have to see the man at the top of the hill, but
Rudy will even speak up. I don't have to leave immediately. I just need to leave before they find me. So if there's somewhere where I can like hide, that would be good.
Who do you owe money to, son?
There are some land barons that happen to own a sizable amount of the mines beneath the hill. There's a reason I work where I work, and I'm going to work there until I'm 480 at this rate.
I see. So
Property damage. That was my crime, so... Just a little bit of light vandalism when I was younger, and then this is what I get hit with. I don't understand, but that's just me.
Well,
perhaps we can ask. I have a friend. Perhaps we can ask if there's someplace to another hidey hole, perhaps.
He'll give you a nod.
What?
let's see. But before we go any further, there is something I would like to talk about, and what our primary focus is going to be. I've been shown a vision of many worlds beyond, and I didn't like what I saw. I'm going to be quite frank. My goal, my aim, is going to essentially get rid of somebody or someone or this group that is trying to essentially destroy our world right now, and we're going to take the fight to them. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but sooner or later we're going straight to their base of operations, and we're planning to take them out. But we're definitely going to need more people. This group, when we look around, they're called the Umber Call. They're going to be our main focus and what we're going to be essentially taking out. I believe that we have rid the city of any of that group already here. So, depending on where we plan on going, we'll be heading off to whatever next city to essentially be doing the same thing. We're going to basically be sweeping around the world, getting rid of this group. They seek to do what they did to all the other planets out there. They want to ruin this wonderful world of ours.
Ms. Orand will speak up. Okay. I don't want to become a hitman, I suppose, but will there be something that I can do while the rest of you folk maybe fight? Any sort of... I suppose I'm starting to lose my role in all this. Is there something that I can do that would be of value? I can think of a few things, but did you have any things in particular? I would rather
Well-
not kill so much. I can defend myself, but
which is fine. You won't have to go on the front lines if that's not your forte. We'll always need somebody to help, work on new equipment, research. You said the arcanes, right?
Oh,
You like.
yes,
We'll always need.
I'll
We would love to
research
have
whatever.
enchantments on our weapons and gears,
Oh.
or those type of things. And of course, we'll have to do some intelligence gathering. We'll have to basically go around and search for these people. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll be the one going out to deal with them.
She'll nod. All right. I'm also a good accountant, so keep that in mind, I guess. But I don't want to have to touch too many coin purses. Okay.
Yeah, I don't plan on. We'll definitely need an accountant, of course.
Okay. The rest of them will kind of look a bit more confident about this whole thing. Marcus will speak up. Well, if we're just killing, it sounds like.
Well, it's gonna be
Rat
more
bastards. Oh, it is more than just okay.
This, like I said, this is a fight against, I would say, the darkness itself. um, these people, when I say, I would say this is for the greater good, for the most. If they were to get their way, all the cities would burn, the planet would be destroyed essentially, or even worse, everyone would be killed, and that is the last thing I'd want. Even now, you've heard of the string of murders in the city and the towns.
A few of them
will
nod. Yeah.
And even what happened to my new friend here, Holdar, was affected by this. This is going to be our main goal: is to help the people, to stop all this random killing, to basically make the world a better place. That is my main goal, and not just this world, other worlds as well.
Rudy will speak up. Well, if the whole world's gonna be destroyed, then I suppose we don't have much an option, logically, I think. All right, I'm in. All right, Denny, what do you think? And she'll look over to him. All right, I'm in too.
Does anybody have any questions or anything they'd like to ask us or get out of the way now? I mean,
Arcus
I'd like to run
raise
an
his
open
arm.
book.
How much are we getting paid?
Honestly, this is out of character. I don't know any of like the pricings to run this type of stuff, like to recruit people. I would assume that they would get some kind of salary, but
These
I'm not sure
guys
what that would be.
are pretty low level, but they get way stronger the more they hang around. So it's up to you guys, because you might want to increase it as they go, but currently they are not the best, but they're not bad. They just have a lot of work to do.
Right. I'm basically going to say.
Okay, a quick question just to help figure this out a little bit. What's their average take doing what they do?
They get
currently?
paid shit. They get paid, some of them half a gold. Janira gets paid, or not, that's not her name. Janira. Gets paid a gold and a half because she's a much higher level, worker.
A day?
Yeah, a day. And then the other two get paid a gold because they are much more proficient than the others at what they do.
So I'd be looking at like I'm trying to look at this monthly. So that would be like 30 gold a piece a month or something.
So a month is also 35 days.
Okay, so that was the other one. So 35 days.
Yeah.
It's 35 a person, or a little I would say I'd try to start them off at like maybe 2 gold apiece, and then as they get better and more apt, I'm basically going to say you'll have options to grow.
Okay.
It's going to be I'm not going to say directly performance based, but the more you guys put in and more helpful you are, the more you'll be compensated for.
And then, let's see. Dancer will pipe up. Could we get paid more based on any additional tasks we do?
There will be bonuses. If that's what you're asking.
Okay. They start to nod. I've never gotten a bonus before. All right. Well, it's certainly a pay raise, but a bit more fun of a employment, I suppose.
And like I said, we're just starting out now. I would like to. I don't know any of your skill sets. I'm just going based off of Haldir's judgment right now. Haldar. Like I said, in the future there will definitely be more payment, more opportunities to get paid more, and we'll definitely come to agreements. But for right now, we're gonna start off low and then definitely go big later. I promise you that.
All right.
So you gotta raise 350 gold a month. No, more than that. 700 gold a month.
700.
I hope you have a plan for your money.
2 times
Right?
35 times 5, 350.
350. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry.
I was like 750 gold. What?
Are you paying out
Yeah.
of pocket? Just curious.
Right now, yeah. But I assume that if they help us with whatever we're doing, that we'll take a portion of that, or I'll take a portion of what I guess my funds and put that towards that.
So yeah, so you guys have put together this squad, and they're 5, which is perfect. So it's up to you how you want to deal with this. They will follow your commands. You can either order them around directly, where they are with you, and I will increase that XP pool, or you can have a separate party that you can go send out to do different tasks, and based on their successes, you will either get additional benefits or all different sorts of stuff, and they themselves will have their own separate pool of XP and stuff like that they work with.
That's what I was kind of imagining is most of the time we'll be sending them off doing something, maybe like a little scouting, maybe just we want them just to craft for us for a couple days, that type of thing. But on bigger adventures, or like I guess when we're traveling, they'll be with us for the most part.
Okay.
I would assume.
So while traveling, they'll be together with you guys, but
Yeah, but
okay.
like in cities, I imagine we'll be sending them off to do different things, or they'll just be hanging around the place doing what we tell them.
Sure. And you sort of fill them in on the details of that and how you'll be traveling together, things like that. And how free are these guys to do what they want to do in cities? Are you putting any restrictions or anything like that, or telling them anything that they shouldn't say, things like that?
First and foremost, no mention that you are connected to Fate Given. Any type of Fate Given will to be, no mention of at all. Don't tell your family, don't tell your friends. Also, just tell them that we're traveling merchants, or we're just travelers right now. We don't tell them what our focus is and what we're doing for the most part. But they are free to do. I would imagine that they are free to do what they want for the most part, unless we tell them, "Hey, we need you to do this." But they'll have their free lives, basically.
Okay. So basically, what I'll do then is I'll come up with a table for each of them to see what they would be doing in downtime, and based on that, they will each have like certain results each week of things they accomplished and things like that too. Information that they find out, funds they raise, stuff like that. So okay, cool. Alrighty. With that, they give you a nod, and I mean, the meeting is more or less concluded, unless there's anything else you wanted to tell them.
Out of character, since if I were to be like, hey, you guys are now part of the family, can I take them to Papa's house and be like, you're or
they're all in a family already because they are hill
Okay.
dwarves, so they have
Right.
their own groups. But you could certainly have them over as company.
the only thing is, how do I get in touch with these people? If
That
I
is
want
the
to get in
question.
touch with them.
You have to establish that now.
Brand,
Aye.
you're more of a network guy. How would we stay in touch with these?
Aye.
Actually, I'm gonna look at how do we get in touch with y'all when we need to get in touch with you.
Oh my god, I'm dying. De Niro will speak up. I have a house in Midhill. So does Alan, if I remember correctly. Alan will kind of nod his head. Danza and the rest of them live down across Undrum Town. So they will kind of speak up. Well, we could always meet up here. Otherwise, we could give you our addresses, I suppose.
I'm going to tell them to report, essentially, to get their orders for the day every day. Well, I guess maybe Krakus or something
I
like
was about to
that,
say, there's a big friggin' crow that can come and land nearby.
and then just pass out some orders. To be on the lookout for that. But for right now, for this next week, I haven't quite decided. So I'm just gonna tell them to be at Papa Gundren's house, or what's his name again? Papa Sal. We're gonna just tell him to go to Papa's house. Tell him
Galvanar.
to meet me. Yeah, Galvanar.
Galvanar, yeah.
Yeah, Galvanar. Tell him to
Brunield.
meet me over there in the morning. We'll probably. I'm going to test their smithing skills and see what they can do.
Sure. All right.
Before y'all go, tell Bonkry you can all each get another drink on me. Tell Bonkry it's on me, and y'all have a wonderful evening. Is there any more questions that y'all have before y'all go? Any concerns? I want to knock that out now.
Arcus on his way out will be the only one with any additional questions, really, and you'll just say, "Don't kill me."
I don't plan on killing
It won't
you.
be an intentional.
Hopefully we never send y'all into something deeper than y'all couldn't handle. But we'll test y'all's skills coming up soon.
He'll nod at that and continue on. All right, Bran, are you drinking?
Again.
Bran, I think, since he's sobered up, it's a lot of work to get back there. I think he's still got a mad on, when it comes to the stuff from last session, but I think he's just going to go with Jimbo and Mo wherever they go.
Okay. All
right.
Unless, I don't know, let me look at some of the faces in the crowd.
As they leave, Jimbo's just gonna start sweating bullets. How did I do? Did I look intimidating enough?
You did fine. You got 5 people to sign up for an organization that doesn't actually exist. So yeah, you did good.
I didn't even tell them what we're gonna be called. Oh boy.
It'll be a surprise for the morning.
Okay. And I'm gonna look over at Mo. Did you like any of them? How did you feel about that group?
What do I want to say? Seems like a good group. What's his name? Arcus?
Arcus?
Yeah, was that? Sorry, out of character. That was his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a particular interest in Arcus. I will see what he's proficient in the morning.
Sounds good. I'm glad you like one. Yeah, I liked the group of them. I gotta say, Haldar did well. But the real test comes tomorrow. We're gonna test their smithing skills.
Indeed.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Jimbo. I would have come myself with the missus. But I don't know. I think we're gonna restart here or head up north somewhere.
well, I completely understand. I was gonna say, you're always welcome down at the Jimmy John, the John Jameson Joan household in the way down south in Varesia. Maybe one day I could, take you there and y'all can settle in somewhere.
He'll give you a big smile. Hospitality would do us well, I think. Thank you. I hope everybody was to your liking. They're good folks. Hard workers, I think. Take care of them now, all right? I'll see you around.
Of course.
And he joins them. And he leaves early.
Some of these folks you got in here tonight, Fib, look real interesting.
I know. I really wanted to learn about these folks.
There are more people at their table. By the way, most of these tables are filled. Yeah.
So my plan out of character right now is to basically head back to the house and maybe eat dinner or pay for what they need to, whatever, for here, but head back to the house.
When all's said and done, it's going to cost you 6 gold, and then that's for everything, and then you're good to go back to the manor.
Okay, so that was, it 145 earlier, minus 2, so another 4.
Yep.
So 138.
All right.
6 gold per day.
I'm gonna grab
payday
2
every
cinnamon
day?
rolls on the way out.
Oh no, that was I assumed for all the drinks and everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mind if I do like a perception check on some of the conversations and stuff?
Go for it. Let's see here. I'm trying to take you back to the inn.
That's crap.
It's a 16 because it can't be lower than your passive.
Okay.
So you pick up bits and pieces. Normal Main and the other guy, I don't remember his name. They're just artisans. They have their wives out for dinner. It's like a double date. That's about it. That's
Normal. I know his mom.
Yeah, you know his mom. Let's see. There's a couple mages from the not Farseekers Guild. Yeah, Farseekers Guild. Up there chatting away. This here is a mercenary band, quite varied from origin. You see a halfling gentleman and a red at work sitting and telling stories to one another as the rest of them are laughing. Some sort of like comedic duo, it seems. It's kind of what you pick up on your way out. And then the rest of them, as you are leaving, Alan will kind of shake each of your hands as you walk by and thank you for your opportunity.
And the chick up on the loft, that's what the Farseeker Guild is, that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Moenheim grabs a couple of cinnamon rolls for the road.
Yes. Okay, that's like 4 copper.
And he tells the barkeep it's the best in town.
Thank you. Yeah, if my face was any redder, you'd maybe see my blush. Thank you. I'll make sure to get some more stuff ready for you if you're a pastry lover. Otherwise, there's a couple good ones up on Mid Hill. A couple good bakeries, things like that.
Good to know. I will check them out.
Is that Vela? I can't tell.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's around. She gives you a wave.
Yeah, Bran will do a little flirting on his way out. He'll also swing by the bar on the way out to point out to Bankri that Rudy might need a hidey hole. For a few days or something like that, if he can possibly hit us up or hit him up with something like that, I'd be eternally grateful and throw some gold his way if need be.
He said, "We'll do it for free as long as he's okay with getting a sack put over his head."
I think he's up for the adventure. I mean, honestly, if you don't have a moment where someone throws a sack over your head and you end up in a strange place with a bed, I don't know.
I didn't say it'll have a bed. All right. We'll take care of it.
If I give you a couple of coin, can you at least give him a pallet or something to lay on?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay. You're a good man, Bonkry. Good man.
Jingles
I don't
the
care
coin
what Ori says about you.
Hey, what?
So how much does that set me back?
Not much. They've had to deal with this sort all the time, really. Maybe a couple silver.
Okay.
Not too much.
Don't know how I'm going to deal with that. 33 platinum, 2 gold, 6 silver, and 10 copper.
Yeah. Right.
Horse packing?
Well,
The cow.
back to our city view. Deus, you were working, right? Just about?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
they were working too, so I'm guessing I'm picking off where.
Yeah.
Luis was.
You were looking for rumors, though, afterward, right? While that was going on? Or... No,
Well-
you were doing both. You have two characters.
Yeah, I was doing both. Yeah.
That's right. So what were you doing during that time?
So Deus we covered already, and then Thaddeus would be working.
I believe so.
And then the whole scene that happened just now was everything that happened at the end of
At the-
that
Yes.
8-hour work.
Correct.
Okay, and we were just left behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So I guess Deus is gonna return and check up on Brunhild.
Brunhild is... Let's see. It's pretty late in the evening. He's probably having dinner. And if he's not having dinner, then he's up in his study working on some sort of arcane something.
Okay. He's gonna go find him just for a quick chat.
Sure. We'll say he at this point then he's in his study.
Okay.
Working on it's familiar almost. It looks like some sort of defensive system that he's mentioned before.
Oh, okay. He's gonna knock on his door. I got time for a quick word.
Oh, yes, my boy. Come in.
Just curious, were you able to get us an audience with the king?
At first he denied your request and then realized that he had better stay on your good side, I suppose. Yes. He will see you tomorrow. Though not for breakfast, tomorrow midday.
Tomorrow midday. Gotcha. Any reason? Any idea why he wanted to deny our request?
He had just seen you a few days ago, and he is a selfish sort, but he had a previous engagement for breakfast that morning.
That morning.
The morning that in question, yes. I try to get it as soon as possible, so you have clearance tomorrow, come noon. I figured it was relatively urgent.
Yes, thank you. What are you working on?
This here is the sort of underground array that I have constructed around the city to prevent any such sort of attacks as we faced last time we lost a king. My hope is to make it actually work this time. Not that it was not operable for the last incursion, it just simply was not up to the task that we had anticipated.
When you lost Gendrick, you mean?
Yes.
The attack came from underground?
No, it came from everywhere. The defense system comes from underground. Quite. It came from above, actually, that portal. Creatures fell from the sky upon us.
The elementals came from above?
Yes, it was like a second star had opened up in the sky. It was, we were not prepared.
How often do portals appear above the town?
Above the town, it's never happened before above the town. Around quite often, and across the countryside certainly, but that was, I don't know if it was a will of a god or just pure blind dumb luck or what that was, but
You think it was placed there intentionally?
I wouldn't assume anything like that. I've seen such natural phenomenon before myself in my journeys, but to place one intentionally, I believe that's something deities could have done. Maybe not like your errant mage or something like that. A greater power, perhaps, of the elemental sort. I have no connection or knowledge of these things.
Were you in the city when it happened?
Yes, I was in King's Table. I was in this very room. Quickly I was prepared, though, and fought alongside the rest of them. Midhill burned. It was a bad day.
Do you remember looking up at the sky that day?
Yes.
Besides the portal, was there anything else of significance?
Yes, there was. There was the comet, yes, if that's what you're referring to.
Indeed.
A very curious thing. We don't see many bodies in the sky such as that. Rumors before state that things like that are generally signs of a god of some sort, or the arrival of a newborn dragon, things like this. I'm unsure as to the truth behind any of these things. Our world is a strange one. It's hard to know myth from fact.
How did the comet look like?
It was oddly verdant, I would say. Blazing green. It streaked slowly across the sky, I remember. It was there for quite some time.
Very strange indeed. But also, I'm so curious about its origins. You say it's never appeared before, such a thing.
Well, from the way I understand our cosmology, there is but a single star in this world. There should be no other bodies other than the 4 moons that circle this planet.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. It was green, you say?
It's odd, yes.
Alright, out of character. Do we see the violet planets and stars from afar, from where we are?
Not anymore.
No, anyway, okay, gotcha. Okay.
They were visible a few times a month, but they're not out right now.
Okay.
Because you guys are in your own, dimensional sphere.
Gotcha. So how does your defensive system work? If you don't mind sharing.
Yes, it's actually operated by the War Master of the King, and myself. We have direct control over it. The King may ask for its use, but not for the most dire of circumstances. Simply put, arrays within the ground appear and fire great bolts of arcane power and energy, direct lines of force against whatever might come towards us. Strange towers that I've built. They are powered off of different means, each and every one of them, so as to have a varied approach, to not put all our eggs in one basket, I suppose.
How their power source, I'm curious about. How are they powered?
Different towers have different means of empowerment. A few are run simply by elemental energy. One from a very rare resource from the Ved Coast. A few others from genuine electrical power. And a few from simple arcane conjuration.
Does the rare resource from the Ved Coast have a particular name?
Yes, it is made from a dust of some sort that they have over there. I was able to get my hands on a few of it, and it seems to have made a permanent, albeit limited, power source.
Would I be able to take a look at this dust you mentioned?
In due time, perhaps, yes. It is one of our closest kept secrets, though, these towers. Not most folks know of their positioning. But as my son, I suppose I can trust you enough with the knowledge of their existence. I wouldn't go looking for them, though.
Perhaps he's gonna open his hand and he's gonna conjure like a tiny bit of bar dust in his hand.
His eyes will kind of go wide a little bit. Ah! Oh.
Is it like this?
Yes, exactly like this. Yes. Well, that answers a few questions of my own as to the origin. So you can simply create such a thing, or is this an illusion?
Oh no, this is real. This is a unique ability, I will say. So tell me, what color was the dust that you encountered?
It was black in color, I believe. Entirely devoid of light.
And how were you? Who was your provider? Just curious.
Small goblin fellow, actually. Wore a tall hat on his head.
Would you care to provide a name?
Let's see. His last name ended with an E. Elrond, I think it was. It was quite some time ago now, 20-odd years or so.
You received the dust 20 years ago?
Yes, and it's kept its power this whole time.
Oh, fascinating. What's this guy's name? Okay, Brunia.
Black dust is different than the void dust, right? Or
Yeah,
is that
that's violet. That's like a purplish.
Okay.
Like,
This
yeah.
is the entropy dust, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I just wanted to double.
Do you have a lot of this dust?
No, I have very little of it. And some of it he mixed with liquid, and it made a sort of permanent. It was odd. It was like it was permanently producing some sort of charge, and with that, I was able to, with enough time, build up an array that would contain this energy and consume it, and eventually use it as some sort of weapon. It does need to vent every once in a while, excess energy and all that. Don't want it to break down. It proved to be quite a potent power source.
And you were able to harness its power.
Yes, quite handily. Though the dust itself was much more volatile, especially to me. Shocked myself quite bad one day.
If I provide you with dust of my own, would you be willing to experiment with it and report to me your findings?
Oh, yes. Yes, I was very curious as to the different... Is there a variety? It was a different color. I've only ever run into this black dust.
Yes, so the dust in my hand is blue. I'm able to provide a few different colors of dust. So, yeah, let's make an arrangement. Would you, because I learned of it recently, that to contain the dust, it's best to keep them in lead containers.
Yes, okay. Yes, so lead negates its bonding. I see. I would have loved to have known that. I went through quite a number of containers during my time working with the material. I lost quite a bit of it. Lead.
They are quite volatile, and like you mentioned, all the dust, I believe. Yeah, if you have any, I will be willing to provide you the ones I can produce, and as long as you let me know what you're able to find out or create from it, I'd be willing to provide.
A sizable lead mine just to the northwest, small little village. I can arrange that you get such things, and I'm happy to be of service. So.
Perfect. Then we have an agreement here.
I believe so. I will spend a little bit of time. I might include your let's see, my son, my actual son. Sorry, in on this research as well. I think he would be very interested in this, and certainly will have much more time to work with such a material than I will.
I had a quick chat with him earlier. He seems like a man with a lot of potential. I hope to see him grow and see what he becomes makes of himself.
I'm very proud of both my children. Both have different aspects of their parents between both of them, and I'm quite happy with them. Yes, I will let him know. Let's see. I'll find some lead containers for you to begin filling, and we can make our arrangements then. Different projects, things like this. I'm very interested to see what the city can do with these different materials that you offer.
Yes. If you have any lead containers now, I can leave some with you now. I do have a limited supply, I think.
The only
daily.
direct lead thing I have is, I believe, a safe, but that has things in it currently. I will make preparations tomorrow. I'll go to the market and purchase a whole lot of things.
Very well then. Then it's been. I think this will be a great project for us going forward.
Quite
I
excited
look
to work
forward
with you. Yes.
Work with you as well. Yep. And he's just gonna reach out to shake his hand,
Yeah,
to shake his hand.
we'll shake your hand too.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you for arranging a meeting for us with the king, and have a good night.
You as well. And he'll go back and start scribbling. Kind of look at his notes for a minute and kind of scratch his head as you close the door.
Okay. Let's see.
Everybody's caught up. Everybody's together. Are we doing a long rest and start next day?
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty.
Wait.
What's
do
up?
I still have more time?
You have a
How
little
long
bit
did
more
that
time
take?
if there's something else you wanted to do.
Okay. Let's see. I wanted to do similar to what I did in Halhazar. I was going to actually, me and Thaddeus are both going to spread out throughout the town, and we are willing to provide magical services for cash, essentially.
Alright, both of you make charisma checks.
Okay. Let me open his character sheet. Not that it really matters. Am I doing?
Do we see him
persuasion?
doing this? Or do we
You guys
not
are in the
see?
bar, so I assume not.
Yeah, you guys are in your meeting while this is going on.
Yeah.
Make
Okay.
your persuasion checks. Two of them.
Persuasion. So let's go Deus persuasion. Where is it? Here it is.
Okay.
And then I'll do the Thaddeus persuasion.
12. Okay.
Oh my god. Can I guidance either of them or both?
No, because these are long-term checks.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna take a look at what spells you guys can cast. What? Okay. You both find a person. The 12 is gonna be another lesser restoration, help a sick person out. The 15, let's see here. I'm gonna roll actually. 17. Okay. As you talk about that, somebody needs. There was a arcane accident. At one of the local alchemist shops. And as you're offering your services, they ask you to dispel some of the tools that have come alive from a explosion that has happened in there. That has animated the objects.
Oh. So dispel magic?
So 3rd level, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I can't find my pricing. I lost my pricing for my spell slots.
Mark a little bit of XP for that too.
Oh, cool.
A little bit
Where's
more.
my pricing? I can't remember where I put it in my notes.
Oh, that's the wrong group. I've killed myself. All right.
Oh, did I lose it? This is upsetting.
All these guys are proficient in blacksmithing, right?
And some of them even have additional tools. Yes.
Cool. Do I have access to their sheets, or do you have sheets for them yet?
They have NPC stats because they are not like PC adventure type things.
Right.
So I will get you those
Cool.
soon. They're all like standard, like 5th edition stat blocks though to start out with. They can get better,
Cool.
and I can customize them more as they go. But this is their path right now.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'll tell you which one's which. I'll do that now. While we're waiting for.
That's okay. I'm outside this exact second.
Okay.
I wanna make sure to type all that down. I have plans for these fools.
Sure.
They're all proficient. That means they all can all do 10 gold worth of work in blacksmithing a day, right?
Correct. Yes.
All right. That's gonna knock so much stuff out so much faster. So we can do as a group now 25 plus what 50, so 75 a day.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Okay, so sorry, I sold a level 2 and a level 3 spell slot, right? Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, you used those two.
Okay. And this is my pricing, unless I can get more for it.
Let's see. How does it compare to the in-book pricing?
You said they're cheaper, because you said it's like 25, 50, 100 normally?
Yes,
mine is
it's
cheaper?
quite a bit. It's quite a bit.
So can I get that price, or do I get this price? Like, what can I get for my roll, I guess?
Whatever's higher, based on that. Those
Okay,
the
so I would
15,
get-
the 12, yeah.
Okay, so it'd be...
And because I rolled quite good on the situation dice,
Gotcha. Okay,
the
so I
odds were a
got-
little bit more stacked in your favor.
Nice.
So made some considerable cash there.
Indeed.
All right.
Okay.
How is our apartment like square? How many rooms is that?
Let's see. It has a separate little bedroom, a living space, and a attached kitchen to that living space. So it's really just two. Oh, and a bathroom.
So when I'm trying to figure out when we go to Halhazar with these guys, they're gonna have to like stay at a local inn or something.
Probably.
Or
But
can
there's
they
also
stay-
rooms in Halhazar too. But you don't know if
Okay.
they're also going to be allowed to go into the chantry.
Oh, I don't know that either.
And you, I think, would have context as to why. Have I talked to you guys about the attack on Aelinor, like the heart?
No,
Nope.
I think you've told us that it happened, but not that.
Not
anything about it.
details. Okay, so we'll get into that in character then.
Cool.
Go ahead. I think was there. That's going to take up a lot of your time. Finding those clients and that situation stuff. Deus. Is that all right? Is that your time then? Jimbo, go ahead and make a pure luck roll. Just because you asked.
Pure luck.
Yep, just a
roll.
d20.
Give me a second. Keep on back in.
Okay.
Two.
You do not pass either Deus or Thaddeus on your way through.
Oh well. I was gonna tell him the good news, or I guess I'll tell him when I see him.
Yeah, you'll fill him in tomorrow. All right, go ahead and everybody rest up. Mark long rests and get yourself everything back that you might have expended today.
Oh, sorry, I walked away. Did I miss anything?
No, I was just asking. That's going to take up most of your time finding those clients and stuff like that.
Okay, so I only found one each.
Yeah, one each. Yep.
Okay.
How do you mark long rests?
Just replenish all of your expended like class stuff, basically.
Is there a way, whenever I used my healing hands, it took 5 away. Was there a place I was supposed to minus that from?
Oh, I'll make one on your character sheet for you. I should have done that.
Yeah, it's like 5 times my health.
It's 5 times your level, so you have 30.
Level, that's what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
you restore.
Yeah, if it was 5 times your HP, that would be
That'd be
insane,
fucking
right?
nuts, dude. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was like, that's crazy.
So I've made a tracker for you to keep track of your lay on hands points under class resources.
Thank you. I see it right there.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, that's where I put everything.
Yeah. You're
Off,
you have a crazy amount of stuff on there.
off character question.
Yeah.
These dwarves that we just got on our team, what's the highest one of them weigh?
That's a good question. Probably I'm gonna expect that the biggest one is tied between probably Elend and Danza, because they're both absolutely ripped. I think probably nearing 180 pounds for both of them.
Okay.
Can they be pulled in the wagon? Is that what you're asking?
Or thrown. Either way, you know.
Yeah.
Or thrown?
You might want to invest in some like 2 gold mules or something for them to cart around on. That was just my computer telling me that school's done. All right. Great.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Well, let's
You guys
get this next day rolling.
Yep, you long rest up. What's everybody doing? It is morning time. And you will have a party of people, I believe, right? Waiting for you.
My young wardens,
Your
young little forgelings.
your young lads and lasses will approach. Some of them seeming a little, in mixed appreciation of the location that they're currently in on the King's Table. Feeling a little bit out of place. Some of them feeling a little just nervous to be up here under certain eyes.
This mansion has like a kitchen and staff, right?
Oh, it has a crazy, very, very crazy kitchen.
It makes its own food.
It makes its own food. It's run by elementals and all different sorts of things.
Oh snap! Okay.
It's a magic kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have told the staff that I was expecting people in the morning, so they wouldn't be like, "Get out of here, you lot," or whatever. I don't know how they treat people up here.
They appreciate your heads up that they don't have to turn people away.
Mhm.
Because they certainly, that is something that people do, is they just try to come up here and start trouble. So they will thank you and make their way in whenever they can. But if you guys want a moment in the morning to explain what's going to go on, I'll give that to you before they arrive.
Let's see. I wake up my nice, 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know who else wakes up early. I think Deus or
He wakes up
I
a
don't know
bit
how.
earlier than you.
Yeah. What time does Mo wake up every day?
He wakes up early for his morning prayer.
How early is early though?
What is it? Like, when does sunrise? Like 7? Let's say 6. So like 5.
5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we wake up at the same time.
I'll take
Damn.
that.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we both walk out of the room in similar times, and I go to shake your hand and out of appreciation. Nobody else ever wakes up this early. It's good to have a fellow early bird.
You get more done this way.
Mhm.
What does your morning prayer look like to the god of strength, the god of the winds?
I am just. Well, let me think about that. Give me 1 second.
And there is no wrong answer. I'm just asking.
Can I pause for a second and I want to mention something that I would have done the night before.
Oh, sure. If there's anything else, yeah.
Yeah, so I would have told the party if I were to see them when they return that we have a meeting with the king the next day at noon, and I would say to Mo that he should probably meet the king, and for the others, if you want to come join me, then you can.
I think
Did we run into him?
Not outside, but if he was waiting for you inside, he probably would have returned just before you, I would say.
if I remember correctly, when
Okay,
we
then yeah.
first met, you mentioned meeting the king, and
Yeah.
at the time I said that isn't my goal, but I will accompany you
Yeah, exactly.
nonetheless. Yeah.
So what did the other guys say?
Well, we were planning on meeting the king anyways. We did deal with the old portal. So we wanted to see if we can potentially get a reward for that, and then I think somebody mentioned that there was a reward at the Farseekers Guild for it too. So maybe we can double dip.
I think that's a good idea. That seems like a solid
So I'm
plan.
definitely gonna need it.
You may even find, possibly, if it's not related to the Farseekers Guild, any other kinds of quest boards or signs, postings saying for some reward if you clear out the screaming.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm going to tell him about the meeting and everything. Just kind of briefly, I'm just going to say that. I don't really want to
Okay,
tell
so
you about each individual person, but I was just going to tell you about it, in-game character,
Can I respond in character?
yeah, absolutely. He just doesn't want to go through the whole synopsis.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Before you go into that, though, I don't know if Bran responds to what I said.
He'll look and nod, but he's not going to be. He's not going to. He's not going to say much.
Okay. So in response to your recruiting people, I would say, so who? You met them at the Hard Hand, right?
Yeah.
Who do they represent?
What do you mean?
Are they just folks of the city?
They are some younger folk who want to get out of the town, and they want to, I guess, help us on our adventure. They were. I had asked Haldar to get me some people, and some people he would know who are stronger or want to get out of town, and so on and so forth. Figured he would know people.
They're associates of Haldar. Out of character, who's that again?
That's the father that we. Were you there for when we saved him? Yes, you were. Yeah.
The triplets, Dad.
The triplets, who died.
Ones that were murdered?
Their dad.
Yes.
Oh yeah. The family that got killed by like the ghouls, right? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say, you mentioned that you told Haldar that we're fate given before, right?
Right. He assured me he hasn't mentioned that to anyone.
And so do the new recruits know that?
Yes, I wanted to let them know exactly what they're getting into. I didn't want to hold anything back. I didn't want to, one day. I mean, you saw what we had to fight back at my house. I didn't want them to, just get thrown right into that without knowing.
Of course, it is a dangerous mission. Just as long as they know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell them anything else?
I told them a little bit, but I didn't tell them too much. I just told them, what our primary goal will be. And that we'll potentially be moving on or leaving town soon.
As long as they don't, spread the word of the fake given.
No, I told him that was the number one rule. You will have no ties to the fate given, or you were not to mention them at all. Don't tell anyone. You're just leaving with a group.
And what of the Umbro call?
I told him that of the name, but not much else.
It might be better to tell them to not speak of their name either.
Right. Like I said, that's fate given business, and they're not to mention any. They are just like local, like we're going to be under the guise of blacksmiths and other things like that. They all know how to forge.
Ah, that would be useful. You planning on have them working on your projects?
Exactly. On their downtime and whatnot, and we'll be sending them on missions and other stuff.
Well, I will trust in your judging character.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if you need any help with, I guess, the handling of transactions and money. At least,
of course.
My other self is good at that.
Yeah, and I think there's a young lady that you'd be interested in meeting. Her name was was it not Danza? Miss Oren, Daenerys.
Daenerys.
I don't know if I spelled Daenerys. Yeah.
Yeah, Miss
Olrend.
Olrend. Yeah.
She was the arcane. Yeah, that's the one. She didn't seem to be much of a fighter, but she did seem to have a knack for the arcane, and I know that's a thing that you like to do. So you might be able to help her, or she might be able to help you, and whatnot.
If it's about the arcane, we can definitely help each other. I feel like there's stuff I can teach her, and maybe things I can learn from her as well. Well, send her my way if ever she needs help. And I guess, would you be willing to have some of your new assistants work with me?
Of course. This is going to be for mainly our group. They're gonna report to me, but of course, if you need help with something, you can always ask me or them, or I can always assign one to help you.
Also, Jumbo, since you are such a fine crafter and you have now recruited a bunch of crafters yourself, I want to ask you, there is a big project I plan on doing. I don't know if you'd be interested in helping me. If you do, you can also reap the rewards, but you also have to spend time on it. But I assure you, it will be most lucrative. Up to you, though. It's not quite weapons stuff. It's more of, the thing I like to make. It's more of that kind of stuff. So if you're not interested, I understand as well.
I mean, I can always help you make the chassis and the parts and that kind of thing. But when it comes to the mechanical work and how that kind of stuff is all put together and it all functions, that's where it kind of gets a little iffy for me. But the actual making of the parts, if you ever need help with that, or if you have any questions or maybe those type of things, I would be more than happy to help you with.
Perfect. Then I will tell you more about the plan at a later date. I think you'll be most interested in it. Hopefully. All right. Wait, what's happening? We're gonna meet the king later. What were you doing earlier? I forgot what you were doing earlier.
This was like the night before, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the night before.
To when we're
ready to go to bed.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it. Good night.
All right. Well, good night. Hello, children. No. So they're all at the house now. I'm assuming they're at the breakfast table.
Yeah, unless there was one thing we wanted to look at, and that was Mo's how he was praying in the morning. I'm sending him a message right now, though.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, that's that, Mo. I can give you more later, but that's my quick rundown of what his whole thing is.
This is perfect. By morning prayer, the way I pray is go to Well, the way Moenheim praises Coda is by strengthening his body the minute he wakes up. So it's really just weight training, basically.
Nice. He digs that. Beautiful.
I also feel like he would accept the Wim Hof method with the ice cold water and breathing.
He is immune to like temperatures.
He's
up
immune to cold. I don't know if it would do
Cold.
much. But maybe that's better for you then. Maybe if you don't feel that, maybe it's just good for you. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you guys do your various morning things, and eventually you hear well, maybe you don't even hear the knock at the door, but you certainly have one of the attendants of the house come over and mention that company is here and they've been escorted inside. And they join everybody who is ready for breakfast at that breakfast table, at that long table.
What time is this?
That's at around 8 o'clock-ish. So it's up to Bran if he's awake or not, or if he's...
I don't think I would have woken you up.
Yeah,
I did enough yesterday. We did enough yesterday.
Yeah, Bran's probably gonna roll in. Oh, we'll say 9ish. It'll be an early day for him.
Okay. So whatever you guys want to do at that table, they're sitting there on their best manners, like often like glancing over at Galvanar, who's not really taking much notice to any of them, and just kind of, reading over some books at the table and eating like an endless amount of French toast, dwarvish toast. No, we can't call it that. The equivalent, some sort of pastry thing.
Pan Purdue.
Guardian toast.
Yeah. As you awaken, let's see. Jimbo.
Yes.
Sorry. You notice, as everybody's around the table, that your adoptive, I don't remember the term, but your sister, in quotation marks, Aelinor, is taking notice, and watching the group with, some sort of interest.
I'm gonna assure her. These are going to be some associates of mine. I invited them over for some breakfast as a welcome to the organization type of thing.
Are we all there gathered?
I believe so.
If
Other than Bran, who's asleep. Yeah, if you want to be anywhere else, though, that's up to you.
Wait, what time is it?
like
8 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'd be there.
And if you wanted to get some morning work in Deus, you and your copy, then go for it. That's fine.
Yeah, he'd probably wake up. Is there a Temple Primina in this town? I can't remember.
No, there's not.
Okay.
There is actually only one temple to a god here.
Reldir, I guess.
That is Reldir.
Okay, I guess he'll just pray at home. That's his morning routine, and then he'll work until his breakfast.
Okay.
Cool. And then we'll join him for breakfast.
Yep.
Yeah.
So these are the new recruits.
Oh yeah, for one thing I forgot to mention, in that like hour right before breakfast, I probably would have like put together five little badges or of some sort, like little pins.
Cool.
Oh.
Cool, dude. Cool.
But not sure. They're not anything special yet, and I'm not sure what they actually are, but they are going to be the symbol of the Forge Wardens. Maybe like a shield and a flail or something. Who knows?
Okay.
But,
It's a crossed hammer and a sword instead of a hammer and tongs.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see.
We will see.
But yeah, I was gonna have one of those ready for each of them.
Very nice and easily enough done. Because you literally cannot fail a smithing check. So you pop those out pretty quick right in the morning.
I could probably do that in my sleep.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So they kind of give you a nod as you roll all those out eventually. You could do that in character if you want to.
Yeah.
But let's see. I have too many NPCs.
That's
the,
okay.
the funny guy, hey, money. Rudy will speak up. So what'd you have in plan for us today?
Today I was going to test and see how well y'all can work the forge. That is one of my favorite pastimes and things, and actually, I'm going to be called this group of ours, the Forge Wardens, and I'm going to hand each of them a pin of undiscriminate origins yet, or not origins, but we don't know what it is yet. But hand each of that to one of them.
Sure.
This is just a little badge of honor. Take it as you will, but this is something I made for each of you, and they're each going to be a little bit customized to them,
Gotcha.
based off of my initial impression. Today we're going to be working at the forge. Haldar had told me that y'all at least know how to work y'all's way around the hammer, so we're going to test to see how y'all can handle the metal. Is that okay with all of y'all?
They'll speak up and tell you about their different like strengths as craftsmen and things like that. Danza will pipe up and note that she is particularly good at prospecting.
Okay.
So what does that mean exactly?
So when you guys are out and actually like traveling and exploring stuff, she is especially good at finding natural open veins of ores or fine rocks and things like this that you guys can take some time and using your smith's tools make checks to harvest. But she's good at finding the actual resources themselves.
Yeah, that's like Jimbo's like passive.
Yes, she doesn't have quite that passive. She still has to roll, whereas you would just accidentally run across things, basically.
Yeah, tree falls over, vine, or some.
She's good at taking the time to actually look and find stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
that's good. That'll be good because when we can send her out, and they can always go gather some stuff too.
And let's see, what's her name? Danira is especially good at appraisal.
Okay, so Danira is good.
Danira's good at appraisal, and let's see what else. Okay. Danza also can use leatherworking tools. And Alan is strong as hell. And this man, Arcus, is trained in Arcana.
You said Alan felt that. Alan?
Alan is super strong. Alan Fellstroke.
I'm just gonna call him Fellstroke.
That's fine.
Fellstroke, super strong.
Not like Jimbo strong, but he's pretty strong.
Right. One day he'll have pecs like these.
He's got athletics, so he can do a lot of hard labor and stuff like that.
Good.
And he counts as being a size larger. So not
cool.
like he's actually a large creature. He just has the Mo counts as being a size large.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You said who was the last one you were talking about? Rudy or
Arcus?
Arcus. Arcus is Arcana training.
Yeah. Okay.
Danira also has Arcana training.
Okay.
Yes. You said Danira does too. Good.
Yep. And Rudy has sneaky stuff. That's what he does.
Okay. Do any of them have tool proficiencies besides Danza?
Arcus is good at sneaking. Or no, Rudy's good at sneaking.
Let's see. One of them.
Sneaky boy.
Does. No, that's really it for proficiencies for these lads.
Okay. But they all have.
They all have Smith's tools. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Oh, they have the tools, but they don't have proficiency necessarily.
They have proficiency with Smith's tools, all of them.
Yeah, that was the one request I had.
The one request. Danira used to be a miner, but she got promotion for being pretty smart. So,
and not all like in blacksmith, it's not all just like forging the metal. It might just be like running the forge or making sure it's staying certain temperatures and whatnot. The whole thing. And if there's more of them, it'll be a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Cool, man. All right.
So yeah, I'm gonna set them up with a project, I suppose.
Okay. What are you setting them up
Project.
I think I'm gonna get them to finish the dagger today.
Okay.
If that's because it's about 50 gold worth, and I'll finish whatever they don't.
Oh my goodness. They did pretty good. You notice that, let's see, Arcus does a really bad job. He doesn't quite commit anything to today's progress, but the rest of them do very well. And Rudy does an especially good job.
Okay.
Just based on their rolls.
Cool. And if they don't do well, I mean that's all right.
Yeah. But that's
I'm not gonna punish or praise somebody for doing bad.
They don't quite get to the 25 mark just because they're not skilled enough yet. But if they were, they would have gotten to that 25 bonus.
Okay, so they're at. So we did 40.
They did 40 in that time, plus whatever you can do if you're helping them.
Okay, so then I think we're gonna work. We have the meeting in the morning for the king, so I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick up where they left off later.
Okay.
It's around noon, right? That we have the meeting with the king?
Yeah, but that's what I'm going to set them up with, is they're going to be working on the dagger.
Okay. So 4 hours in, they get their 20 GP. You guys head off to the king. Is there anything people wanted to do? Bran, you wake up. Your lot seems to be there working under Jimbo's command. Everybody gets food, I'm assuming. Anything else you guys wanted to do in the morning before you head out?
Did Bran eat before we left?
Bran is, so he comes out about 9. He's, mostly put together. And kind of nods at folks that he sees, and will do a, grab something, he will get a couple of pieces of toast, and he will get some pocket bacon for later. And he's just going to head out, and if he gets a chance to kind of see if he can't find, do a preemptive light search for, the sending stones. That sort of thing.
Where you might find them, or the individuals who are carrying them?
Where one might find them, I realized that it was mentioned that the Farseekers Guild might be able to talk a little bit better as far as a networking situation, but he's just trying to where one might find them and what they might cost kind of deal is his whole thing, because that whole portion of the conversation's a little cloudy from the night before.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me an investigation check. Low DC.
Do people get paid
Perfect.
daily, or is it weekly or monthly?
Generally, people get paid weekly. No, I'm sorry, daily. They have a daily cost, but you can choose to pay them weekly or monthly or yearly. It's up to you.
Yearly pay? No. Okay.
Yearly sounds bad.
You can
Yeah,
pay
that sounds
yearly?
awful.
Oh my god, that's an option. I would totally do that.
You can pay yearly.
Yeah.
So, Bran, you find a runesmith, actually, which you end up finding. And go ahead and as you speak to them, they are a Hildorvan geomancer. They specialize in stone magic, things like this. They have a couple different magic items for sale. If you're interested, they do not currently have those stones yet, though. They can get them for you, because they just need connection to Helhazar. They'll send a cart through and put them on special order and talk with a contact. but they're going to cost you.
What might that cost be, and what do they have in stock right now as far as just random crap?
Random stuff. I'll tell you in a minute. Sending stones, though. Let's see here. I believe they are pretty rare. No, they're not. They're not rare at all. They're okay. That's not bad. Bran, go ahead and roll me d6.
Right.
Low rolls, low rolls, low rolls. Low rolls.
Yep.
Damn.
Nope.
Hate to see it. So it'll be 600 gold for a pair, but you can buy multiple pairs, and you can also have them linked up with one another.
Okay. Well, that's nice to know.
And that's just that one batch. You'll have a different price for each batch. I know that doesn't make much sense, but you can always re-roll the dice each time you buy a set.
Yeah. Just looking right now. Just trying to case things out. Got some plans.
Sure.
That sort of thing. What else do you happen to have?
They will have today. Let's see. There we go. And where's my thing? My life has ended. I had the perfect thing for this. There we go. There we go. Found it. Okay. This is a small city. All right. They're selling 12 different magic items in here.
Ooh.
They are selling. This is going to be quite strange. They are selling +2 ammunition. They are selling a bunch of blowgun needles. 50 of them. That are especially well crafted. They are selling a set of eyes of minute seeing, gloves of thievery. They are selling a helm of comprehending languages, an immovable rod, and a couple potions: a potion of clairvoyance, a potion of greater healing, a potion of healing, a potion of healing, a potion of stone giant strength, a spell scroll of invisibility, and a wand of magic detection, as well as various other +1 items and armors.
What are the cost on those gloves?
Let's see here. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Come on, one.
So
Damn.
500 GP.
Damn. All right.
This is how you do it.
Yeah.
You could
Is
haggle.
there any... Yeah, I could haggle. I could. Is there any way on my wonderful, sweet, yes, silver tongue can persuade them to drop that down for someone like me for the cause?
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I've got the whole thing going on here, Voivod. If they are remotely attractive, doesn't matter the gender, he is willing to flirt.
Yeah. It is an older dwarven lady. But they will not like.
Oh, my specialty.
Yeah, exactly. They go ahead and roll your flirtations, my man.
Don't
We're
forget
going with persuasion, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Brand's the only one at the shop, correct?
14. Bran, yeah, I don't think he brought anybody around with him.
Mm-hmm.
She will, she'll drop it only a little bit for you. She'll drop it by 20 gold. And say she appreciates your attempt.
Well, I suppose some other time then. But you and I we'll have to share a drink down at the Hard Hand sometime.
She kind of laughs and says she doesn't make it that far down the hill.
then I can come up to you. Yep, it looks like. What are Eyes of Minute seeing? I've never heard of those.
There you go.
I have no idea, dude. Let's find out.
Oh,
Where is Bran right now? Where did he go for this?
They're like glasses, man. These crystal lenses fit over the eyes. While wearing them, you see much better than normal out of a range of 1 foot. They're just glasses, bro. You have advantage on intelligence investigation checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within that range.
Man,
That's
that's
pretty
not
good.
really.
you can enhance them.
And how much is the unmovable rod?
Is that a... Let's see here. The immovable rod. Oh, go ahead and roll me a d6.
Come
Oh
on.
boy.
The one. This is the one.
This is the one.
Okay.
300 GP.
300.
Not cheap.
That
Yeah,
is.
you-
Oh,
What does it do?
It's
very
Oh,
good.
it is what it
They're-
says it is.
they are awesome, but 300. Oh,
This
That would-
particular immovable rod is a masterwork piece. It is inlaid with jade. It is very, very well designed and very pretty looking compared to your average immovable rod.
I just
Doesn't
need something
mechanically
utilitarian.
One fit for Jimbo.
Yeah. Oh, well, Bran is just going to thank her for her time and just dejectedly head out.
Okay.
Because even with he is not willing to drop down to only having 30 gold.
Understood, man. Magic items are expensive, guys. You know.
They are. I know. I know.
Yeah. All right. That wouldn't take up too much time. A little bit of time. Was there anything else you wanted to do before noon comes around?
Would you be able to? This is kind of sorry to interject. Figure out what to do with those feet and what was the other thing that we got?
Oh, we have. Hold on 1 second. I need to get someone to talk to me about that. That necklace too.
The next.
I've got an amulet that looks like a boulette. We got. Let's see. The plate. We had 68 gold. Let's see. I had a
Put that
spear,
in the bag of holding.
sunder dagger, 2 boulette feet, we have the howler vocal cords and the howler. I think you have plans for the howler hide. No, you had plans for the plated hide. They've got the howler hide, but yeah, figuring out what to do with the boulette feet and maybe the howler vocal cords
Yeah.
and that
Sure.
amulet. But is there a place where I might be able to figure that out pretty well?
If you want to just look over them and see what they might be used for, that's just a couple checks.
That's all that is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, for that kind of stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, if you want to take them to get attuned somewhere, that's up to you. Or not attuned, sorry, I identified. The person you just met could also do that for a very slight fee.
Well, a slight fee I can handle. If we can get her to identify the amulet, the feet, and the vocal cords.
Okay, and those are... Hold on. Let me open up my Google Drive and get to my PDFs. I need that one. I need... Okay. My wife. Okay, from a howler. Left me. Okay, there we go. We have the vocal cords, right?
Howler vocal cords, yep.
So those can be crafted into a horn of howling. It takes a while. It requires 100. I'm sorry, not 100. 1,000 GP of production.
Mm-hmm.
Once per day, you can use an action to blow into the horn and emit a keening howl in a 60-foot cone. Each creature in that area that isn't deafened must succeed on a DC 16. That isn't deafened, so that if they can't hear, I see.
Mm-hmm.
On a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, or be frightened of you until the end of your next turn. While the creature is frightened in this way, Its speed is halved, and it is capacitated. A target that successfully saves is immune to the effects of the Horn of Howling for the next 24 hours.
Next
Okay.
allies? Friendly fire?
Yes. Each creature.
So it affects the blower too?
No. It's a 60-foot cone that it emits.
Oh, it's a cone. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like in a circle or a
Yeah, I thought it
radius.
was like a
No.
radius too, yeah.
Okay, that would have been like, oh no.
No, it's much
Earplugs.
better. Which was the next one?
Well, I guess might as well just I can just we've got some teeth, howler teeth.
Okay, one tooth can be used as the tip of an arrow or a crossbow bolt. Range attacks that use this ammunition made from these teeth deal an extra 1d6 damage plus 2d10 psychic damage if the target is frightened. Attacks made with this ammunition ignore damage resistances. After the ammunition has been fired, it loses these properties.
Okay. A howler hide worth 4,000.
Yes, can be crafted into a set of light armor, requiring 4,000 GP of crafting. This requires attunement. The armor grants resistance to cold, fire, and lightning damage.
Ooh.
So quite a lot of money for quite a cool item. And let's see, the boulette stuff, right?
Yeah, boulette feet.
Those make boots of springing and striding, I believe. Striding and springing. It just takes 200 GP progress to make those. The thing about that is they're boots, so you need cobbler's tools. You need to go find a cobbler, right?
Boots of springing?
Striding and springing. Yeah. I can
That
tell you.
sounds like something I need, actually.
While you wear these boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet unless your walking speed is higher, and your speed isn't reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow.
Never mind.
Yep. And then, oh, sorry.
Are you writing this stuff down?
Yep.
So, okay, cool.
And the amulet that looks like a boulette.
Yes. Okay. That is from a different monster. I remember now.
That's from
Lady. Yes.
Yep.
And she was called a. There are multiple of her order. She's not the only one. I have to find out what Razorback, right? I think.
What her name was, or
her like NPC type, like what she was.
Oh.
Like what type of fighter she was.
I don't think we found out. She's a spear though.
She had a spear. Yep.
She had a spear.
The fancy spear, I gave to Ari.
Yes, he's got a super long spear now. All right. I'm trying to figure out what the hell they were. Not a reckoner.
Are you keeping these items on you, Bren?
I think, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember the howler stuff. We probably wouldn't have handed over to you. We were having to bring that back ourselves from the thing.
I would imagine I have most of it.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, after we killed Gapra and her pet Boulette, I held onto the Thunder Dagger and the amulet and the feet, and Jimbo took the plate to do stuff with, and I think the spear and the gold went in the bag of holding kind of thing.
Oh, let me edit what's in the bag then. What did you put in the bag, just so I can write it down?
There was 68 gold in there, 1 spear. I guess technically the Boulette feet would have been in there as well, but I can ask about what they would have done.
Yeah, I'll leave the bullet feet out of it then.
How many howler teeth did we get again? I just put howler teeth.
We got 9 howler teeth.
Good.
What the fuck, dude? Okay, there we go. Burrow Shark. There we go. That was what her order was called. Okay. A Black Earth Bond element. Amulet, sorry. Requires attunement by a creature with proficiency in animal handling. While attuned to the amulet, bullets will not attack you unless attacked first, and you have advantage on wisdom animal handling checks made against them. If you succeed on 5 DC 20 wisdom animal handling checks made over the course of a month, you become magically bonded to the bullet, and it becomes your mount. While mounted on the bullet you are magically bonded to, you share the bullet's senses and ride the bullet while it burrows. The bonded bullet obeys your commands while you are tuned to the amulet.
Very cool.
It can be have a mount. Who needs a mount?
Everybody. I mean, I guess. I don't. I have Rocky. I don't want another creature.
Well, Brian has his crow.
Well, you also who has proficiency in animal handling?
Not I don't think.
Nobody.
No.
Mm-mm.
That might be one to sell
Arcana.
then.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess.
So
Sounds like we can make a pretty penny off of it, though.
True.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Well, I've done some. I did that. Unless there's anything else that y'all can think, then I will head on back to the house.
Okay. Deus, yeah, you kind of meet these 5. If there was anything you wanted to ask them or talk to them about, that's up to you, man. But you've got a little bit of time before you head off. You would know. So if you want to get some work done, that's up to you.
So just a recap. I probably woke up at 7. We had our meeting plus breakfast at 8.
Yes.
So it's like roughly an hour there, and then we have to meet the king at noon. So I have 4 hours from after the meeting and breakfast. So for the 4 hours, him and his other self are just gonna work on the crafting.
Let's get some checks.
Actually, no. Sorry, I was gonna do this.
Oh, go
I
for
was
it.
going to ask if we can apply my passive. Specifically in well, actually, there's a bunch of things I want to use, but currently, it'd be more focused on gathering materials for cheaper.
Oh, yeah. Gathering materials for cheaper. They'll certainly help you with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
how much? Yeah, you can gather a whole bunch of stuff.
okay, it's just crafting materials I'm looking for.
Yep. So you'll with your you have expertise, right?
In tinkering, yes.
Yes. Okay. So buy stuff for half price. Your materials.
Buy stuff for half price. Interesting. Okay. Gotcha. How much do I want to spend?
And they'll give you a few things for free too, like a few discount stuff if you're asking around. Make an investigation check though for me.
Okay.
For your free stuff that people will just throw your way.
Investigation.
13. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you'll get. What's up?
If he and Thaddeus goes, can they get advantage?
Deus has clout. Thaddeus is an unknown.
Oh, I guess that's a thing.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, fair.
So, because fame and stuff like that in Origin depict other people's awareness of your location too, in other countries. Yeah.
I mean, like even in just like in the investigation part, I don't know. Like I don't know how it works. It's like
I'm not gonna.
People or talking to people. I don't know because he just has he has charisma basically.
If I will say that he can make a separate check at disadvantage, but he cannot give you advantage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. You want me to make another investigation at disadvantage?
If you want to, with Thad, if you want to try that route, then go for it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he would probably help him do it before crafting. So investigation disadvantage. Oh,
16.
Higher.
Yes, but the outcome will still not be quite as good. but you'll both together come up with some. He does find like a helpful soul that's willing to pitch in for a project.
Oh, cool.
So go ahead and mark 30 material for free, 30 GP worth of like stuff that you just get.
Okay. I'll just use it for my when I count for my because we basically if we do 5 gold worth of work, we have to pay 2.5 gold kind of thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 60 GP product, but at 30 GP of material.
Yeah.
That you're getting for free. And then however much you want to buy, you can get from different places and workshops all across town.
Half price, right?
Yep, half price.
I will spend this much. Spend 120, so it'll be 240. Cool. And so it'll be 100.
But now that ability will just be on cooldown in quotation marks for a bit.
In Eastgard, right?
In Eastgard specifically, and honestly, in this town specifically.
Gotcha.
But if something good comes from this, then it might even have more benefits. It might get more powerful if you can show off what you did here. You know what I mean?
Cool. Sorry. It'd be if I. Oh, gotcha. If I show my my work.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
What I make.
Yep.
Cool. Oh yeah. Cool. I plan on doing that anyway.
Alrighty. Then yeah, you take that time and you collect up some stuff for your later work in the day or whatever you want to do. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do 4 hours of work.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Everybody ready to meet the king?
Cool. Can I do one thing?
Go for it, man.
Yes.
Before I go to the king, can I check out the local weapon shop?
Yeah, there's a smith like right down the street that Jimbo probably would have pointed you towards. And because that's where everybody's working right now.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dwarves are tapped out for smithing for the day, right? Is that a thing? Do they have a certain amount of?
They can work 8 hours, but there is other workshops and stuff like that. They've only worked 4 hours maximum at the time that you're doing this. So these 5 are hard at work, but there's a bunch of other dwarves. This is a dwarven city that are working at this smithy. And your 5 are only taking up a small section of it.
Okay.
So there's a whole shop available. So what did you want to get?
Just trying to see what they had, if that's the thing.
They sell a whole bunch of different things. They have a lot of war picks, war axes, battle axes, hand axes, swords. They have +1 versions of everything. If you're looking for that, they have different armors, shields. So whatever you wanna pick up, they've got it.
I want to see their battle axes.
Yeah.
How much are the +1 versions of the stuff?
They have a +1 battle axe if you're interested. For let's see, roll me a d6 for 400 GP.
Of course.
Yeah. But other than that, they have battle axes for the normal price, which is 10 GP only, so not too bad.
Right. How about a warhammer?
Warhammer. Yeah, go ahead and roll me another d6.
Jeez, Louise.
I'm assuming that's another 4. Yep. So another 400 GP. And they cost 15 GP for a normal one.
Okay, that's all I had.
Okay. And do you have smithing tools? Do you have a set of? You do. You do have a set. I do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They've got a couple other like equipment things like that. Anything made of metal that you would want to get for equipment too. Just mark it off and buy it from that page in the player's handbook that you saw earlier.
Okay.
If you're wanting to buy more. But that's it, man. Okay. Is everybody squared away?
Do you want to join me for my smithing?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, then go ahead and make a Smith's Tools check.
Did you want me to roll for
please do
4 hours of work too?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
15? Awesome. Good job. That's a perfect success. So you'll get done your 10 GP over the course of the rest of the day. A little before and a little after your meeting. 17's great. That's a success. And another 17. Wow. Imagine that.
Cool.
I rolled the other day 391s on 3D100s. And I screamed.
Nice.
It was nuts.
That's crazy.
It was weird.
That's actually crazy.
It was nuts. Okay. I will drag you over.
How much?
Let's meet the king.
So 4 hours is half of regular, which is okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
15.
So you approach his sort of not modest estate. It's still nice. It's not actually as big as Galvanar's manor though. You approach and are escorted by a few guards. He's not here. She's certainly not here. Go ahead and put your tokens on the bottom right.
Oh, it's old Bran.
Could you place me?
Old Bran. You are on the
Outside
board.
right now.
I
Oh.
see nothing but darkness.
You'll have to put your token on the board. Have I showed you how to do that yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so go on your character sheet and go to bio and info.
Okay.
And then if you go to your token, there's going to be like a little arrow thing. If you put your mouse over it,
Mhm.
you can grab on that little arrow thing and drag your token onto the board.
There you are.
I did that. I just
Oh.
I want him to do it too.
It's just highlighting. Heck. I must be doing something wrong.
Hold on, man. I got you. I'll stream quick and show you. All right, dog. You see that in Discord?
It says you're sharing your screen.
Yeah. So click in. Watch that quick. Okay. So you see this little thing here?
I'm not there. Yeah, there you go. My bad.
Okay. It's all good.
Watch stream. Uh-huh.
So you grab that, and you can just drag it right on there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
You can also grab the icon on the right of your picture.
Oh.
And it'll drop the token as well.
Oh, cool. There you go. Perfect.
That's how I do it. I didn't even know you could do it that way.
All right. And just so you guys know, this is just generic Dwarf Guard. This is not Heldar. Okay. Everybody's up. You guys can just move as you like. The door is here. You have no escort this time because you are above the law. So go ahead and do what you like.
Wait, I don't have vision.
Yeah.
You're gonna wanna go
I
inside.
have to open the door.
Ah, gotcha.
There you go, dog. Okay.
You don't see me there, do you?
I don't see. I don't see
Yeah.
anything. I can't see anything. The
Still,
darkness is
still
too
can't see
deep.
anything?
No, I
No,
can't.
it's all
I
black.
can.
You don't have vision turned on. That's why. I got you. Can you see
it's
now?
only for Deus. It's only for Deus, though.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay.
Vision. Yeah,
Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up.
I'll have to reset everybody's vision stuff quick.
Huzzah.
Can Bran see? Bran can see. No, he cannot.
I can see. Or unless I'm looking through Krakus's eyes.
You're looking through Krakus's eyes. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and Rocky doesn't have vision either.
Rocky doesn't have vision. Let's fix that. There we go, Rocky. There you go. All right. Make your way.
Bran's freakish dark vision doesn't come into play here, so.
Greetings.
How are y'all grouping yourselves together?
You can click and drag or make the little box.
Wait, I know. It's like
Oh, there we go. That's so much handier.
There you go.
Huh?
Oh, you changed my life. Where'd you go? We're going straight to the throne room?
You know what I need
Yeah,
to activate for this map? I need to make it so that you can't pass through the walls. I can do that.
That's true. Yeah.
That would make it really good.
I will do
I didn't know
that
you could do that.
next time.
Cool.
I promise. Okay. We might be moving to Foundry soon anyway. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
It's on sale.
Ooh.
It's on sale. I am but a poor college student. All right.
How much is that? We'll talk about that later.
All right, no, it's
Crack
40.
is probably needs to be outside.
I know it's $40. Crack is probably he's size large, right?
Yeah, I was about to say he's probably outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's hanging out. He can't quite even fit.
Big crow enters the throne room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A raven.
This guard will just watch over him and attempt to pet the birdie, and we'll see how that goes.
We'll see if he counts all of his fingers when he comes back.
Yeah. Okay, put you guys around the table as you like. As you're greeted, the king will stand. Imposing figure, harsh look, green adamantite armor from head to toe. Will gesture for you all to take a seat. All right. Welcome, everybody. It's a pleasure to see you all again. Come.
Thank you for meeting us on such short notice. But we've got good news for you.
Let's hear the good news.
Well, I believe that we took care of that portal out there and that morning scream that we kept hearing every day. I believe we took care of that.
What was the nature of such a thing? I had not sent forces out that way.
It was, I believe, called a howler. I'm gonna look over at Brand. Is that right?
Thaddeus is gonna speak up. He's gonna say, "Allow me to show you," and he's gonna conjure a minor illusion of the monster.
Well, interesting. Though I will say, not as ferocious as many of the creatures that we've seen out in the wilds of our country before. I commend you all. Excellent job. A small purse of money will be sent your way. Inform my war master, and he will make it so.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Yeah, when we managed to close that portal as well.
Oh, I will pay you more for that. Well, okay, good. How did you do so? Is it a permanent?
I would like to think so. What I ended up doing was essentially getting a bunch of rocks, pillars, and other things like that, and covered the hole from head to toe. And
I see.
Yeah,
We'll see if that
good
holds.
old-fashioned way.
I'll make sure that I send some folks out to perhaps find a more permanent solution, but I think that will do for now.
But
If it matters, the portal leads to, and I forgot this other character, that plane it leads to.
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium. Yeah, so that is gonna say, the portal leads to Pandemonium, and I got the chance to walk through it. It messes with your mind. I would not recommend it.
Noted. I'll keep it out of bounds. Well, all right. Was this the nature of your meeting? You could have just spoken with my war master, or even just a member of the Comet Guard.
We also have.
Go ahead.
We also have put an end to the group of individuals who was behind the murders of the children in town.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, excellent. I suppose we're in your debt then. All of them are wiped out. You're sure of this?
There's a bit of a difference between the Zarwan who have been causing other issues, but yes, the ones that were specifically behind this situation.
I'm considering hiring outside help to hunt down outside help. What would you think of this if I were to hire a few members of the Dalbakar who have fought with Zarwan before?
Well,
who are the Dalbakar?
If you want to, you can make a history check to know yourself, or I can tell you through the king, because he's dealt with them before.
Make a history check.
Go for it.
I know nothing.
Mo, and honestly for good reason, because they're not from the side of the world that you're from, so that's all right. 22. Deus, you've heard of the Dalbakar before, apparently. They are a pretty expansive, and pretty legitimate mercenary band. They span from Nermora to the Dunelands. They're very, shovey when it comes to jobs, though. They don't like people stepping on their toes. They're very competitive. But they're very effective. They're not cruel, though, by any means. They're just very effective and very efficient.
The mercenary band. They are very competent and very... They like to have their way. Have you worked with them before?
I have dealt with them only once before, and I was generally happy with the result. A bit of a hit to my reputation, I suppose, but I was quite happy with the end result. I ask this only because if not them, then can I count on 5 individuals to do the job of protecting our city? I doubt this. I think that you are not as resourceful, potentially, as the focus of the Dalbakar. Though you have done very excellent jobs, I will say, I'd rather use you for other things, if possible.
We do intend to accomplish different tasks here in Eastgard. And if you would like to employ us as the Fate Given, we can do that as well. We can make an arrangement for that.
If I might be so bold, Your Majesty, perhaps it might do well for the morale of the group if it was perhaps a bit more of a homegrown bunch.
What are you suggesting?
I obviously you are much more well versed in the different strains of the various groups around, and I do know, if I remember correctly from your previous, from our previous conversation when we had our audience with you a few days ago, that there are groups such as like the Not Harar that have caused you a bit of trouble, but perhaps if it's a bit of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
He will look at you very sternly, but then kind of wipe a little bit of sweat from the top of his head and grab his beard a little bit.
Of course, that may not be your.
He'll put his hand
preferred.
up for a minute. He'll put his hand up for a minute. Just think for a minute. He'll take a long drink of the wine in front of him. That is wise.
You don't like the Nut Harar.
I would prefer they understand their place in all of this, but they could be a very, very potent asset.
We find value in their existence, and we hope you do too.
Believe me, do as well. There's a reason that they are allowed to exist within the city. My Comet Guard cannot be asked to bring order to all parts of it, and I'd rather have a known entity controlling the darker parts of our city. Now, I've known of your involvement with the Nat-Harar for quite some time now, but I think we can spin this to all of our mutual advantages. After all, their leader did do my father a great service.
Ogar's son.
Aye. Allow me to think on this. This is a very, very interesting offer.
Of course, it certainly would be. I understand it being quite the shock. I just also know that there has been, obviously, as you said, the Comet Guard can only do so much, and there has been, you mentioned previously, a bit of unrest, and I know that you
Unrest.
want.
We're nearing civil war, my boy, I must be honest with you.
There's a bit of being politic, I understand.
There has been spotting, or there have been sights of a mass growing in our brother city.
Is that
Dear.
No, the city between.
Ah,
We thought it would come from Inyodir. No, unfortunately, it was our brother town of.
name of it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, now
Nalandir, that the Queen's Guard have been spotted forming in. We have still not heard from Inyodir in ages, and I fear that most of the country has been lost.
Do you think the queen is in Nalandir?
I suspect she's in Nalandir, and perhaps not Inyodir.
What is the situation like for you?
We are preparing for war. We have them outnumbered, and most likely outclassed, but I would not want to harm the army that is formed in Nalandir. That would put us at... That would throw back our entire society by decades.
I would presume they don't wish for a war either. But should it come to it, what is the plan to forgot the word, to take over a city?
Conquer?
Siege.
Not siege, that says conquer, whatever. Is it to conquer the city and to capture the queen?
It'll be very hard for them to take Fellows Hill. It'll be far easier for us to take Nalandir just simply by the difference in population, the defenses that we have constructed. Should we have our opportunity, yes, we will take Nalandir by force, and I will have to end this the way I wanted to all those years ago.
So what is your end goal? To take the queen's life?
If that is what it must come to.
Have you thought of any other possible outcomes that are possible, perhaps harder to reach, that can resolve this conflict?
I would not like to see Eastguard split any. We face a much greater threat to the north than a divided nation could stand against.
The Zavid Horde?
Correct.
Ah, I would agree. I believe Eastguard would stand stronger if you can resolve this conflict. I think this might be a good time as well to mention of a different threat.
What would that be?
So we came to Eastguard with our primary goal to seek out, if you've heard of them, the Umbral Call.
Nods his head no.
So the Umbral Call are ones that directly opposes us and all of the world. They wish to turn it upside down, to throw everyone towards I'm trying to think of the word to describe it. Oblivion. And sorry, I'm trying to think of how I would describe this. Let's see here. Do you know the violet? Do you know of the violet and the greater evils beyond?
I know of the violet stars, if that is what you refer to. I know little of what lies beyond our stars, though. I know only what my astronomers have told me, and that is very little.
So we have learned a little bit about the city here and the world, and even a little bit about the worlds beyond. In our system, we are protected by Aelinor and the gods. The Court of 20. Beyond, though, there is Oblivion. There is a greater threat. And all the violet that you have seen in the past are what we call the Sundered. Now, the Umbral Call are hoping to increase or bring the Sundered presence upon Aelinor itself. So they threaten not just the city, but the entire planet. He's going to conjure an image of the Eye and also Gapra,
Okay.
Stalingard.
Sure.
These were the members of the Umbral Call that we were able to discover here in Eastgard. They were hoping to take advantage of its location for the portals that spawn as a network they can use to spread their own presence to the other planes. And, of course, bring Oblivion to them too. They found that because of the current conflict here, they found the country to be weakened, a good chance to sneak in and strike. We believe that we have wiped out what existence of them that remain here. However, it is possible that you are not completely off their radar. They may return, which is why we're hoping to help you strengthen your nation and form a bond to keep out both the Zavid Horde and any other outside threats, such as the Umbral Call. Does that make sense to you?
I find this very amenable and agreeable, and honestly quite, yes, I will agree to this.
So
What can I do to help?
We are looking to end this conflict. We want the people to be strong. We want the leadership to be, I guess, strong as well, to be able to keep the people here happy and protected and all that good stuff. We are hoping to divert this situation so it doesn't lead to civil war. Any resolution you can think of that doesn't involve the military to not motivate, to walk, no, to what's it called, utilize, no, what's the word, to mobilize, there we go. That doesn't require the military to mobilize. We will be willing to explore that option.
Well, in that case, I suppose I will attempt my best at communication with the enemy. I cannot offer any sort of promises on this front. If you would go out and speak with them and inform them of such dire consequences, maybe they will find some sort of understanding in the necessity of one ruler.
We will seek out the queen, and we will offer a peace treaty with her. Does that sound agreeable to you? Under your name?
Maybe not a treaty, but
Let's start with a meeting.
make a persuasion check.
Okay. Advantage?
No.
Okay. Persuasion. Where is it?
He hates the queen. 12?
Ah, come on. I've been rolling 4s all day.
He will think to himself for a moment. See if she will demilitarize on her own. I will not accept such a meeting at this time. She needs to know her role in all of this is not to be a leader. You can promise her that no harm will come to her, were she to have her forces lay down their arms.
So, let's say she agrees to lay down or disband her military. What will you do? What do you wish to be of her fate?
I will exile her, I believe.
Would you not have a stronger nation should you work together with her?
That individual does not bring strength to this nation.
She does not. you do. However, she has her other uses and skills that can be of value to the people. Ultimately, maybe if we can have her act as a supporter of you, and you as, the one on the throne, on the helm, we can have a stronger nation, undivided, without her perhaps trying to interfere, or
If
after she's
if
exiled.
she offers fealty, then I will allow her to stay within Eastgard, but I do not want to see her again.
Very much understandable, especially considering how there is that possibility that for as long as she is within the country, that anyone who might be consider themselves a loyalist, she's always there potentially to raise rancor, ire, and consternation. You obviously are a gentleman who is well planned, well prepared. What I'm assuming that you have eyes and ears within Nalandir?
We have eyes on Nalandir. Our ears have been cut off.
I was about to say, I wondered what the word there was. If she has your sister made any attempts of communication with yourself?
Not in a long while.
But it seems that in her own mind, that she will accept nothing other than being reseated upon the throne.
I have no idea what she wants, I will be honest with you.
Very good. Very good.
I will say this, and he will motion to the guards in the room. Give us but a moment, please, to talk. And they will make their way out of the room.
Do they take? Does it seem like they're gonna take a while?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just wonder how long they'll be gone for. Maybe if we can have any idea.
They have just left. They are
Okay.
right around the corner. He's going
Okay.
to whisper to you. A visitor came from the north not too long ago. It seems we are not alone here in Eastgard.
Kind of visitor.
Tall.
I heard of rumors.
Noted himself as he visited me in my court.
You had an audience with him?
Yes, I did. We had not heard of his kind anywhere across the world. He looked a bit like you, actually. I'll point over towards Mo. But more like him, and kind of point towards Bran. Wasn't so gray. Anyway, he spoke of a king upon a hill very much like this one, far to the north, and that they had met our people in Inudir.
He's a representative of Inudir.
Not Inudir per se. It seems that city has broadened its populace quite a bit. New folks have moved in. Tall folk. Like that individual across the table. He referred to... let's see. The king on the high mountain. I don't know quite what they were getting at. They were speaking often in a language that I could not understand, but recognized as giant. I don't know how I feel about this. I, to one degree, feel as though Eastgard should be meant for dwarves, but at the same time it is our place to be hospitable and neighborly. I can't tell if this has been a great blessing or a great burden that we must face.
Did he introduce himself?
No, he gave no name other than, He called himself a nomad, a simple traveler.
And what did he come to Fellows Hill for?
He meant to tell me to go and seek north and speak to his king.
Ah,
He came with a few things to trade as well, some curiosities, rare
Such
metals and
as?
things like this. He seemed versed enough in our trade interests. He had very little that was of little interest to me. Also, he will kind of hold up a small stone, little orb of metal. He had this, which I've been looking for. Yeah, go ahead and make a intelligence check.
intelligence?
Yep.
Okay.
What is
13.
it like?
Oh, Jimbo, if you want to, also go for it, with advantage.
May I check as well?
You also may, yes.
Is that wit? No, no
Uh,
advantage, right?
Intelligence, just flat intelligence roll.
Wait, my bad.
It's fine. Save is all right.
Cool.
Jimbo 15. Jimbo, that is right there. It's a blackish greenish metal. It is identical to the metal around his armor.
That's
Oh, it's adamantium.
Yep.
He brought that with him.
Aye, just a few pieces of it, jewelry and the like.
That is valuable. Do you have that here?
I have a few in my private collection now, yes. The resource itself? No,
Yes.
we desperately vie after it. I wear most of our collection of adamantium that we've ever found. Generally from astral objects that have crashed upon the world or dragon eggs. And he'll gesture up towards the severed head of a red dragon that is above him.
I would presume opening trade with him may be very valuable. Do you agree?
I don't know if I've just met a fierce competitor or a great trade asset. I have to make contact, but I would appreciate more investigation into this as well.
We will look into it, since we're heading that direction. And he looks at the rest of the group. Does that sound reasonable to you guys?
Do we have your permission, Your Majesty, should we run into either this nomad or his people, to, without entering in for you into any agreements, but to be your representatives and emissaries?
Perhaps represent the broader world, and inform me of their location if possible. I wouldn't ask you to represent me in any way, just as I would not ask any dwarf to represent me to a king.
Understood. And to be honest, it is a bit of an interest of our own as fate given. One of the things that we have been charged with is keeping eyes out for new races. So it seems like it would be beneficial to the both of us.
I see great merit in ensuring their safety as well. They are closest to the Zaved, and I fear another group falling in with them. Go on. Speak.
I was wondering, since we are hoping to have to travel north, would we, not necessarily representing you, just us as travelers, would we have passage into Navadir? Wait, what was the place called again?
Nalandir?
Nalandir, yeah.
You should be okay. That's me saying that.
Did we get a map?
Yeah.
Is there a map?
You guys got a map of this from Adis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
The queen's in Nalandir, correct?
Probably.
Yeah. Do you think the queen or anyone from that city would stop us for any reason?
Yeah, they might check you, but I don't think they would be one to deny a traitor.
Perfect. And perhaps even further north, do you think we'll have any trouble if we were to head to Inyodir.
Inyodir has always been a very welcoming city. We have very, very beloved neighbors to our north and south that we try to let in. You shouldn't find any issue there. I'm curious as to the arrival of these new visitors, how that might change politics, though. You might find difficulty, but I doubt it.
We will try to figure it out and do our best.
We'll
And
nod.
we will definitely report back to you. Do you by chance have any sort of quick or magical communication device we can use to speak to you?
Believe I can communicate to you, yes. Both my War Master and my head priest can do so quite aptly, but I myself have no such means.
Alright, then maybe I'll have a word with them after. What are their names again? I think I wrote it down somewhere.
We've got Vandar Nolvagard and Baron Nafri.
Okay, so gotcha, okay.
And both of them would be able to cast that spell.
Gotcha, okay. The traveler that was here before, is he still in town or did he leave already?
I believe he headed northward after he departed. There's a chance you could still find him, though, if you left now. He left just this morning.
Ah, I see. Maybe we will do so. Oh, can we go back to the other map?
Yeah. To this
Castle.
one? Castle.
Yeah. We also, for today's meeting, I was hoping to introduce our other members. And he's going to gesture to his left. This is Thaddeus, my other self. And across the table, we have Moenheim.
Greetings, Your Highness.
He'll give you a nod. Greetings, Moenheim. You're one of those Northmen, aren't you?
That is correct.
I've great respect for the warriors of your kind. I look forward to seeing what you are capable of. And you, Devil Man. You said other self. Is this your husband?
Not exactly. We share a mind. We share some thoughts and memories. However, hold on, let me look at this ability real fast. It's been a while. Let's see here. We share our thoughts and information and also experiences. However, we have different memories and ambitions.
I see. Well, very odd, but I'll not judge for now. I don't know. Don't make that spread or something. I don't know what that means. I'm odd. I don't get it. Okay, maybe talk to like a wizard or something. I have no interest in this. I'm gonna call my guards back in now. I'm feeling very exposed. And he's gonna slap on the table twice. Thank you. Well, all right. That's all I had about that matter. I'm cautiously optimistic.
We will definitely look for what you're looking for and report back to you when we can.
He'll nod.
Is there anything else you would like to ask the king? And he looks at the other guys.
Do you have a map of the local region by chance? I know we have the map of like the whole country, but do we have like a local?
I can reveal some local region stuff. He has a couple war maps and stuff.
Yeah, like
his
that kind of
disposal.
stuff.
Yeah, if you go talk to the wouldn't you know it? No, not the War Master this time. Let's see here. Baron Nafri would actually have a lot of that stuff. Because he's sort of the impromptu governor sort of individual, head intelligence guy. He would have that for you.
Well, thank you very much, Your Highness. Yeah, we do plan on doing our best to help you out, I suppose.
I'd actually have another question. What is your relationship with Ogar's son?
He'll give a big sigh. Ogrim Knoll is one of the most fearsome warriors that I have ever laid my eyes on, but he should not be a ruler of any sort.
Why would you say that?
I think he's a madman.
Bran chuckles. It's not the first time I've heard that.
Do you know where he is?
No, I have no idea. I've been trying to find out for a while now, actually. And not for nefarious purposes, just to know where this, truly fearsome individual is.
I think I would like to seek him out, but knowing his legacy or his father's legacy, I think he may be of value to Eastgard and to you as a king, or someone who serves under you as a king. Would that be a favorable proposition?
I missed that, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I was looking at what he was doing this week, and I was, laughing to myself. What's up?
So he's just saying that he thinks Ogram, knowing his legacy or his father's legacy, that he may be of great value to Eastgard and to its combined strength as a nation. So would Erican as a king be willing to work with him in the future?
If I could work with him, I certainly would. It's taming that beast of a man that I fear is very difficult. Or, I don't know. I don't know what's going through his head. If he thinks he rules the country, or if he's just looking to bring strife, or... I don't think it's that. Some of the things he does truly put me at unease and confuse me. I'll say that.
But he is of no threat to you.
If he wanted to take the throne, I think he would have made himself known long ago.
Alright. So, again, you have no ideas of his whereabouts?
Not currently, no.
Alright, then we shall try to seek him out on our own. Is that everything? Again, looks at the rest of the guys.
Yeah, that'll be everything.
Yep. Thank you so much for your time, Your Majesty.
Thank you.
And you said speak to the War Master for the rewards?
Aye, if you could. Or, I suppose... No, I rescind that. Don't speak to the War Master. Speak with, my, head informer. What's his name, bro? What's his name, man? The Comic Dynasty. Baron Nafri.
Nafri, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that is the war mage.
No, that's Vandar Nolvagar. He's the war guy.
Such a cool name.
Wait, but Baron Nafri is a mage, right?
He's also, he is both a mage and a cleric.
Gotcha. Alright, we shall have a word with your two generals, I suppose. Are they around?
Yes, they should just be in the other room. I would, speak with Baron first. I believe Genji and, God damn it. Vandar are speaking in the other room.
Wait, who's Vandar? It's Genji, Fragus, and Baron Nefri, right?
Yeah.
Who's
Behind this door, that's where Genji and them are talking. But you can see, Jimbo can see at least. I don't know if you've met him before, but Baron Nafri working at some sort of map.
This guy?
Yeah.
Is the priest at the church?
He does have a church. It's just not here.
is the priest? Where is the priest physically located? I know you mentioned early on
He's right here.
he has a way of communication. Okay.
Oh yeah, he can cast a spell, is what he was implying.
Okay.
Is Bran saying anything with the king as you guys shuffle out?
Go ahead.
He was just he will like wave you all out and thank you for your time here.
And Bran will just nod, be gracious, and get the heck out of Dutch.
All right. Big moves. Okay. Okay, Deus has to be right back. This is going to be the last thing we do. Speaking to Baron Nafri, you guys surround him on all sides, and he starts to cry. No. He welcomes you to your office. Welcome. What can I do for you?
Since I have no need for him, I can approach the priest, correct?
What?
I have no need for him as far as like rewards or anything like that, so I can just go to the priest.
That is the priest.
Oh, the same guy? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Baron Nefri is the priest. Yeah.
Oh.
He's the head like wizard and also cleric and informant to the king. Yeah.
Wizard, cleric, intelligencer.
Yes. He's many
Alright.
things.
Good day, your grace. That's correct for Baron, correct?
My lord, anything like that, yeah.
Oh,
Welcome everybody. What can I do for you?
We were told to come to you for some rewards.
Oh. Well, what did you do?
We, I'm just going to quickly explain everything what we did.
Oh, so you killed some baby killers and you killed a portal. Perfect.
Yes.
Well, let's get you out your standard rate of, let's see. That's the, wanted individual Gapra Stalingard dead. Perfect, you'll get her bounty. Death of the most evil person that I've run into in a while, or had mentioned to me. That's perfect. Okay. And, let's see, considerable beast and portal. What is, how about $3,000? Is that too much? Maybe. I think I'll give it to you, though, on the grace of the king.
Would be much appreciated.
Your generosity knows no bounds, sir.
Truly. Grace be to Raldir. All right, now, I'm going to give you this money, but you got to promise me one thing.
Aye, what's that?
You'll do more jobs for us, right?
Of course.
All right.
Look forward to have a continued business with you, I guess.
My current sort of job, I suppose, is to, how do I say this politely? Genocide the countryside from all extraplanar entities. If you'd be so kind to just go on a warpath, I'd pay you. I want these portals closed. I hate them. They kill my sheep, and that's not good for business. So, do what you like. There's portals out there. I need you to close them. I'll pay you for each one you do. For every single little nasty out there that you slay, bring me back a little token. I'll give you money.
If
Do
you
it at
know
your
the
leisure.
If you know the locations of any existing ones, we would be happy to mark it down on our map.
I'm so happy you asked, and he'll take out a local map and slap it down. And next session, I will have a map for you that has every dungeon location on this map.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
let's
local area.
go.
Hell yeah, brother.
How have you been closing the portals thus far?
Well, let's see here. We've been using different means for different portals. Usually what we do is we send one really angry lad inside, and he blows it up, or something. And then he comes back out, and he's alright. Or he doesn't come back out, and it's a shame. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes, if we can, there's some sort of little mechanism puzzly doodad that we do on the outside. Other times we just have to stick around and kill everything that comes out of it, and then eventually it'll close. Sometimes they don't ever close, and we just have to deal with them.
Oh, very unique cases every time, I see.
It really doesn't seem to have a rhyme or reason. I actually am not a big fan of it.
We'll figure something out.
I hope you do.
I was told that you can provide us a sort of communication for us. We are planning on heading north, and the king said you may be able to let us know of a way to communicate with him and report back to him anything we find.
Aye. Oh, well, I can set up correspondence, but I'm not going to give you any means of communication. Though I suppose if you wanted to, come back by, let's say, 2 days from now. I'll have a spell scroll for you, sending, that you can use to get in contact with me. I'd prefer you not have to do that. I'd prefer we set up some sort of appointment and I'll cast it for you and we'll see how you're doing. But this will do for our first time.
That sounds great.
Do you have what level is casting spell or
3.
Sending?
A third
sending?
level.
It's 3, so it's quite a bit for him.
So,
Okay.
Fib, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna make a spell of sending, but I was gonna be able to ritual cast it and make it like longer than just 25 words or whatever.
Sure.
So I was thinking that maybe
It's going to be
I'd
a
take
pretty
whatever
high
it
level
gives
spell,
us.
though, just so you know.
It's a level. Oh, is it?
Yeah, because you're customizing it and making a ritual. It's huge. It's a huge difference. From, like, normal
I
sending?
figured it'd still be level 3.
No. If you're extending the amount of words and also making it so that you can cast it without spending a spell slot. No.
Well, if it's ritual, it takes 10 minutes.
It doesn't
You
matter.
know? No? Okay.
Could he potentially cast it put ascending into the ring of spell storing?
Yeah, but you only get it once.
Oh, he'd be much happier to do that, though. Because
That was the idea. I mean, I can. Is there a way to dispel one of the slots in there without casting it?
Not that I know of.
I don't think so. But you could also just like cast sending to Bran and say like, "Hey man, you're pretty cool," and then that would be your use.
Well, no. What I'm trying to say is, I already have 3 slots filled right now. So to put a 3 in there would be too much.
Gotcha.
Oh, is it up to 5 levels? Okay, I see.
Yeah.
What are the other 3?
Enlarge, reduce, and entangle.
Okay. I mean, you could just cast those out in like the woods somewhere if you wanted to get rid of them.
Right, but just for right now. I mean,
Oh, I see.
Can I? I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna run outside, and where there's nobody, I'm gonna go cast entangle,
Okay.
and then I run back in.
You notice that Krakus and the guard are getting along just fine. Surprisingly. He's not petting him or anything like that. He's just like keeping a watch and looks a little like freaked out. Okay.
At least he didn't cast Enlarge on Krakus, because that would have been just really bad.
Great.
True. Okay. If you want to, he would be much happier just to cast Sending in on the ring than spend some money to make a spell scroll. So.
Yeah.
Okay. He thanks you for that. All right. Well, is there anything else? I will get you that map. Me, Jacob, I will do that.
Do you happen to have any spell scrolls currently on you think may assist us in our journey?
Not that I would be willing to give up just yet. Maybe, with a better relationship, yes. I want to see what you guys can do, though. Earn your keep, but I know that you already have. But
That is fair.
Well, I appreciate everything that you have done. Is there anything else you need? Any information I can give you?
That'll do it for me right now. Does anybody else have questions?
I'm good.
Not that I can think of, my lord.
Give you a
Thank
nod.
you so much for your time.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I hope to see you around soon. And if you ever need anything, let me know. I have a couple other workers too. A few apprentices of mine over at the church. They might be able to help you out in certain situations too. Ask around. They are at your command for certain projects. Pay them
the church.
also. Pay them, yes.
At the Church of
Raldir, yes, that is my church.
Very well. We will drop by there, I suppose.
Good.
You don't know anything about the visitor, right? The tall one from the north.
Oh no, he looked a bit like this guy here, in height wise, but maybe he had a little bit different of a face. Wasn't very handsome, but he had nice clothing. You know, it was not like dwarven make, but it reminded me of what some of the Dunelanders wear. Much more of higher fashion than perhaps these places.
All right, yeah, we're hoping to meet up with them.
Where's Rocky?
Thanks for everything.
Where is Rocky?
What happened to Rocky?
Is Rocky
God only
underneath?
knows.
Is it King Pediment?
Oh no, he's all the way up there. Okay.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Oh, I just remember something. I gotta go see the king.
Okay.
Okay.
Have fun. All right.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I shake his hand.
Shake your hand too. Go kill a
Thank
bunch of bad things for me, or close the portals. I don't care. Please, just do it.
Sounds good.
Okay. Goodbye.
And I jump on Krakus.
We said we dumped the gold in the bag of holding.
Go for it.
Yes. No.
For right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave us what, 3K?
Mm-hmm.
Did he give us anything else?
Nope.
Okay,
No.
we put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay, it's in there.
We'll wait
It's
out.
updated.
Yeah. Just gonna wait out here.
He gave you 3K as a political gesture.
Okay.
How many
Sorry.
people can Crack and carry?
Just one, I'm pretty sure.
How many?
Can
what
you carry me, Mo?
Oh, Krakus.
How much do you weigh?
What do I have to roll? I don't have a weight for him. He's probably like 200 and like. What's a very stocky 6'7" man?
Forgot he's
200.
6'7". Jesus.
Well, yeah, he's been growing. Instead of it being like at level 10, he just gets bigger randomly.
Hold on.
It's just a slow burn.
You're 6'7"?
Mm-hmm. I was 6'5" up until level 5.
I don't think I have much on me since my camos are holding a bunch of my stuff too.
Yeah, bro. You're pretty big. We'll get to that. We'll figure that out later. What's Deus saying?
There is something I need to show you. And he's going to cast a spell. The same one. He's gonna do minor illusion of all the Umbral Call members you saw in the memoir.
Okay.
So these are the ones that I know of, at least. These are the key figures of the Umbral Call. If you have seen any of them, or see them in the future, please let us know right away. I'd be very wary of their existence.
I don't think I can memorize faces, but if any strange folk from out of town come around, I'll take note of them. None of them are hill dwarves, by the way, you notice. All right. Well, it'll be easy enough knowing that they're not hill dwarves like you and I are, Deus. Interesting.
Yes. They are people to be careful of. Even we don't know of their threat level. So if you know, or if you find out anything, see them or otherwise, definitely let us know. Let the capital know.
Okay. I will receive aid from the capital if I let you know. Understood. I will take you at your word. All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right. He takes his leave.
Okay. Session's over. I'm dead.
Cool.
All right. Good shit, guys. You did a lot. What
That's
the
my
fuck?
smithing check for the day.
Oh my god. Yeah, you get
I
your
wanted
stuff
to
done.
save it to the end.
Oh my lord. A nice
What?
22. So, Jimbo, that's a 20 progress. 20 GP progress from you.
Wait, are
Okay,
we
so
working for the rest of the day?
No, just the next 4 hours after that. I'm
Oh
assuming.
yeah. So the rest of the 8, I guess.
You-
Okay.
Yeah, we're just getting the rolls done. You know what I mean?
Should I roll again?
No. You can keep the roll from previous.
Oh, okay.
okay, so
Okay.
effectively the hammer or the
Dagger?
dagger's done.
Sick.
It was I only needed 10 progress
Oh, okay. So that's like super done then.
when after the wait, what did Mo roll? Because Mo could have finished that, right?
Mo
I rolled a
could,
20.
Mo got 10, so because he succeeded, so he got a 20.
Yeah, so that would have
10
been
GP.
that would have been the dagger finished.
So Mo, you finish a dagger. Cool.
And then I want to do that notch thing I was talking to you about with my shield, if that's possible.
XP because you finished a magic item. Hold on.
Cool.
600. Poggers, dude. All right.
Blue, 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 blue.
Okay, what's the next one?
The shield notch, where I kind of wanted to reforge the shield a little bit to where I can use it to mount the shotgun.
You can do so. With your natural fucking 32. Your giga roll. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can use that one-handed while you have your shield equipped. And you can reload it too while it's like sticking out of the shield. So.
I don't need to reload it.
Oh,
I
fuck,
keep
you're
shooting.
right. It's so much better than I thought it was. I was like, I was going to reload this thing. He doesn't need to. Okay, so
He
that's
just
how
keeps
this
pulling
thing
the
really
trigger.
works. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's basically like a mobile.
That's
it's like a flamethrower
horrifying.
now.
Yeah, that's horrifying. Okay, cool. And this is what the dagger does. So whoever's getting this,
Bran.
Bran, you have a new knife.
Yeah.
Oh, does it have any dust stuff?
No, I didn't put anything on it yet because I didn't know what it did.
Okay.
But I would have used some or what have I put into it? Bran, I would have asked you. You have the choice of necrotic, force, thunder, cold, acid, or fire that I can imbue at base.
Farce.
Force. So I would have put my force.
But you can choose?
I figured a workaround. I basically imbue ore and other items before I put into the weapon.
Oh my god, he's done it. He figured it out.
But does that use money?
No.
No. I just imbue the material beforehand.
Oh, but I thought it's
It's-
RNG.
It is RNG.
Right.
Oh, so
if
you
he-
RNG until you...
Yeah.
I
Until-
gotcha,
yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so now I'm down to 10 force.
Mise en place,
Force
my
four.
man. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, okay.
So
So
it
now he's
does
got 6 force damage bonus.
1d6
Okay.
force damage on top of it. Yep.
All right, I may need help getting that into the
You have a regular dagger set up?
in my sheet. I do have a regular dagger set up.
Perfect. I got you, man.
All right.
Well,
Now your dagger does the D10.
big come ups
essentially.
today. Lots of new stuff for you guys to do. Is that dagger at the very top of the one, or do you have another one?
Yep. Nope, that's it.
Cool. Damage 2. 1d6. Force. Sick. Okay. Does that work? Let's see. It does.
Wow.
Goddamn. Rolled a 20. Holy shit. All right.
Wait, roll it again? Try not to get a 20. What does it do? Okay, so there's what? A D4 plus 4 and a D6.
That's a good knife. All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ooh. Mo finished it.
Once per day.
It's once per day.
Only DC 10.
Is it
that's
a-
so low?
Is it a +1 dagger or is it just a regular dagger?
I'm also going to change that DC 10. Because that's not how we do things around these parts, mister. It is your 8 plus your con plus your proficiency. It scales off
Oh,
your...
that's much better.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's much better.
Do it again. Do it
Wait,
again.
it's a scaling weapon? That's so good.
People need to remind me, actually, actively, that these items all scale and that they're not fixed, because I hate the fixed DCs that these things have.
Yeah.
All right.
Did my sword do anything extra?
It's just
one.
Your sword has the forge stuff on it, right?
Yeah. it's a
Yeah,
hard
Jimbo magicked it up or something.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
does.
No.
It
I was
does
trying to look
That's
at
my
where I read
knowledge.
it.
2d4 extra force damage, right?
Extra. That'd be awesome if it was force, but it's fire.
Fire. That's right.
Base damage.
Where was I read that at? Oh, I
Um,
see it. Do I have to check
right.
it? I have to check the box?
Do check the box, but it should be on there anyway.
Yeah, it's on there.
Right. So right now it's just a base +1 sword with my enchantment, but you can still do stuff to it to make it better, right? Like, because right now, if I were to take the buff off, it would just be a +1 sword, right?
Can I magic weapon it?
It is a magic weapon,
Oh, so okay, it's not a non-magical weapon.
right? But it doesn't have any other extra like effects other than it being just an extra like a long sword +1. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Yeah. Correct.
Right.
So 3 plus 8, so 12. DC 12.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Cool. And then 2 hands. Cool.
I rolled 2 crits. Oh my god! All right.
You're crazy.
Wow. You know what? That's funny because last combat I didn't roll anything higher than a 13 against my party with an AC of 21. Like nobody has lower than a 19.
Their whole party has that much? Oh, dang.
Dude, I rolled 5 attacks with one monster, and all of them were about 13, and I screamed.
Oh, rough.
That's a shotgun, right? Value blaster.
It
Value
is.
Blaster.
As elemental shells.
Right now, it's got fire. It's got fire explosion shots.
So good.
Yeah. But so does your sword. So whenever you swing your sword, a little like cosmic explosion happens.
So good.
Oh yeah.
Cool, dude. Say goodbye.
Oh,
Good night.
good night.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.